And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Getting
Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler. Kendall, I got this, all right?
All right, I didn't know you heard.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler. I'm joined by
Mark.
Sheen Washable.
New.
Fuck Massey.
Oh, muted.
Massey, you're muted.
The Master's Massey.
And the Red of Red Baron.
Now, does anybody else have 2 tiles for Massey on their thing?
I do.
Yeah, he does this every week.
What's the whole point of that?
To show superiority. No, I got fucking... What the fuck is going on over there, dude?
That's why he has 2 tiles to make that noise.
This is an echo.
Wonder if I can learn how to do those things. Probably can't. Welcome to another episode of Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Oh, yeah.
Starting lineups. Reed.
I'll go first.
Oh, okay. Souls.
From Stamford, Connecticut. Sitting at a 10...
Nope. You're already
That's
wrong.
what I said in the beer, man.
And it's Stratford, Kyle. Stratford.
That's not what it says. Stratford. All right. I'm dyslexic.
That's not how that works.
It's how it works for me.
No, that's fair.
From Stratford, Connecticut, from Two Roads Brewery, I am drinking Mega Juicy. 10.25% alcohol.
The debut of the Meg.
The reoccurrence of the Meg.
No, you've never had Mega Juicy on the show, have you?
No, but this will be a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, that's what you said about that Pipeworks beer and then never found it again.
I know, it's so sad.
Kendall?
I am drinking a Fruit Punch Trolley. It's a hard seltzer.
Because you're a homo and are too Porter Fording.
Do you see what happens when we don't bring beer for Kyle?
Not nice,
oh,
Kyle.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that, Kyle. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Massey?
I've been drawing trees, man.
You've been doing what?
You like my trees?
No.
I'm
drinking diet snap.
Out of the gate, the swift no.
Genuinely sounded so offended. Like, fuck your trees.
Kyle, we can't even fucking see them.
Mark, what are you drinking?
I have from the Berlinetta Brewing Company in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Berlinetta Velvet Pilsner.
That's right, January's over.
That's it.
It was officially over on the podcast for Mock next week. Nothing? Thought that would get a laugh.
I got a good chuckle out of it.
Because all we did yesterday was talk about last week's show. So this week we can talk. This show we can talk about next week's show.
That's true.
I'm not currently drinking a beer, but I will be opening one up after the first break. So I'll save the intro for then.
All right.
Toast of Excellence.
I used mine yesterday.
So, you mean next week you used it?
Yes.
All right. Well, I have a couple of them, so I'll go.
Say one for me, Paul.
Okay. All right. So this first one for Kyle is to this crazy Vince Carter stat that I found. So Vince Carter retired 2 seasons ago, and I just want you guys to really let this sink in. The NBA has been around for a while, so I want you guys to really let this sink in. On the day that Vince Carter announced his retirement, Vince Carter had played in a game with or against 37% of players that have played in the entire history of the NBA.
I saw that.
Like
That's
that's
insane.
ridiculous. And then, so that Kyle, you can have that one.
Thank you.
One of my other ones is to Stephon Diggs for catching a football through a table at the Pro Bowl in the best catch challenge. That was pretty cool. Following suit with all-star type games, the NHL had their all-star weekend this past weekend. So quick shout out to Trevor Zagris and Alex DeBrincat for doing the two coolest breakaway trick shots. Trevor Zagris decided to do he put on an Average Joe's t-shirt and a blindfold and scored a shootout goal while all the mascots were throwing dodgeballs at him. And Alex DeBrincat dressed up as Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover with the baby Bjorn thing, and he caught a football pass from Derek Carr, and then dropped the football on the ice, and then scored a shootout with a football.
Huh.
And then the last one is to this. We recently had the anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant, so this one is to this Kobe Bryant story I found, where he was. It was pregame shoot around, and Kobe had stopped shooting and talked to a couple crew maintenance guys, and all of a sudden they started setting up ladders. The player that reported the story was standing at half court. He asked Kobe, "Is something wrong with the rim?" Kobe said, "Yeah, it's too low. It's about a quarter of an inch too low." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I was missing shots that I don't miss. I'm pretty sure it's low, about a quarter of an inch." And then after the game was over, he went up to the maintenance guy and said, "What happened with the rim?" He goes, "Oh, we had to adjust it back to 10 feet. It was only at 9 feet, 11 inches, and 3/4."
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I am
Don't finish that.
a good person.
Attaboy.
My toast is to the new Houston Texans head coach, Lovie Smith.
Good for him. No,
Did
I'm
you guys
actually
see
happy.
you see the beard he has
It's
now?
a glorious
Yeah,
beard.
Looking motherfucker.
I haven't seen him since he left the NFL. I saw a picture. I was like, holy shit.
He hasn't been out of coaching.
No, I know, but from when he left the Bucks, I haven't followed because I knew he went back to college. I didn't know he was back in the NFL. So then I saw a picture of him today, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Dude, the guy looks amazing."
all right."
He was part of that. He was part of that regime of the Tampa Bay Bears
Oh yeah.
when they brought over Tim Jennings, Chris Conte, Major Wright.
Tampa Bay
None of the
Bears.
good ones.
I say all the
good
bad ones. Although Tim Jennings was the only member of that Bears defense to have a Super Bowl ring, so
From
he was
Major
the rookie
Wright,
on the
folks.
he was the rookie on the Colts.
Oh.
When the Colts beat the Bears, he was an unsigned. He had a 2-year deal with the Colts. He played his rookie year, the next year, and then he went to the Bears.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna
Bulls are
get saucy.
getting spanked by the Suns.
Are they?
So I just called a
Oh, yeah.
timeout in Madden, and the clock didn't stop.
Haha, you
So
got
that's
a
cool.
glitch.
Anybody else have any toasts?
I do. And Paul, I'm sure, has seen this. I don't know anybody else, but on NHL, they were doing fan skills at home videos. This guy shot this video. He got out of bed, goes outside. His entire walkway is iced over. He ices out of the backyard, down the side of the house, into a rink in his backyard, and just does this ridiculous shot. Washi,
All
what's
right.
his name? What's his Instagram name here? Washi Jeanette. I don't know. Wash.
Oh, I do have a toast.
Pretty remarkable though.
I have a toast of this excellence.
Okay.
It's to the Washington football team for changing their name to the Guardians.
They're not the
The
Guardians.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Commanders,
Nice try,
Guardians.
though.
They're
I
all
have
the
a
same
second
shit.
toast to disexcellence.
Is it to me?
It sure is, buddy.
Oh, actually, I have one more toast of excellence. It's not sports related, but it mentions a sport name. So I was watching some videos of celebrities read mean tweets,
Yeah.
And Danny McBride had one that said, if Mike Piazza's hair caught on fire and someone put it out with a cast iron skillet, you have Danny McBride.
It's pretty funny.
Mark, I try, okay? I tried. I just thought they should have been the football team still.
I wish they left it.
I wish they were the Washington Warriors. The concept art for that was awesome.
At first, everybody made fun of it, and then everybody was like, all right, this isn't that bad.
It could have been the
But
Washington.
these are pretty bad.
What?
These are pretty bad, though.
No, yeah.
They could have been the Washington DCers. That would have been cool.
Gross.
The Washington Monuments.
Yeah, see?
I don't know if we talked about it on the show. It just seems like any new sports team name just sounds like a bad lacrosse team name.
They're running out of good names.
But I don't know. It's just one of those things.
The Red Wolves would have been kick-ass.
Yeah, but that's a lacrosse team.
Man, imagine going back to old school with that.
No, it's not. It's an MLS team.
But I'm just saying,
Is
if
Red
someone
Wolves?
said, "Hey, yeah, man, I played lacrosse. What's the?" Oh, we're the Red Wolves.
Oh, Red Wolves. I thought I said Red Bulls.
I don't know. They all just
They
sound
couldn't do. There was something about actual lacrosse team.
we did the same with the Commanders. It's another team, and they stole their tagline and everything already.
They should have changed the name to the. They should have changed it to the Washington Feds.
Just be the Dan Snyders.
Washington Bedskins.
Oh, the Washington Scalpers.
It would have been funny if they changed it to another insensitive name.
No, because then they went around and said, no, paying homage to all the people that pay extra for tickets at the gate.
Yeah, we're repping the guys out front.
Yeah. It's a shame on you for being so tasteless that you think of that.
Yeah. We need to represent everybody.
The Washington Crackheads.
The Washington Kraken. You should really piggyback off the NHL thing.
Put them in Seattle.
Oh, there you go, Kyle. The Washington Supersonics.
That'd be great. Same logo and everything.
And then after that, the NBA comes up with a new team. It's the Seattle Expos. It's a combination of the colors, so it's green, yellow, red, and blue.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
They look like a past its prime bomb pop. That one tickled Kyle.
Yeah. Someone making biscuits?
I wish, man. I wish.
All right.
I'm going to dive into this truly.
Yeah, you guys can crack your beverages, and then we'll start the topic hour.
Can I go first?
No.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Mark, pick a number one to two.
2.
1.
I love how all the options of doing something 1 through 2, and you pick the worst possible way to say it. Hey, Mark, pick an option 1 through 2. Not hey, Mark, heads or tails.
Hey,
all
1 or 2.
Make this as quick as possible. Because we're doing baseball later, I didn't want to do the other one. So, I found an article about the 2021 NFL redraft.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what you guys think about it.
Giants should have picked something else.
Can you just let me fucking get there, man? Can you let me get there?
I think that's the last 5 drafts.
No, because the year before was okay.
So the first pick, they still had Trevor Lawrence. He's still the best quarterback in the draft, in my opinion. He just had a rough coach. This is where it gets funny already. The Jets take Justin Fields at 2.
So I like how the 2 quarterbacks that are 1 and 2 are above guys that made the Pro Bowl. I mean, I get don't get me wrong. I get the Pro Bowl is it's a popularity vote type thing, but you have to have a good season to make it. You can't go out and put up fucking bullshit numbers and make the Pro Bowl. It doesn't really happen. Stephon Gilmore.
Stephon, whatever his stupid name is.
The 49ers still took Trey Lance.
What's that tell you?
Oh, that they're stupid. But Trey Lance is not good. Anyways, the Atlanta Falcons take Jamar Chase. And the Cincinnati Bengals take Kyle Pitts.
Is this your opinions or is this an article?
It's an article.
Okay.
Wait,
I
is it
think
an article?
they're stupid.
Because, imagine, do you think the Bengals would be the same team if they didn't take Jamar Chase?
No.
No. I think they were still trending upward, but no. Jamar Chase, blew the lid off that team.
I wonder if that's also said because of the way things with Calvin Ridley went.
Yeah. Probably. Then I had the Dolphins taking offensive tackle Rashawn Slater. He was pretty good this year.
I also think that if this was a true redraft, Jamar Chase would have gone number 1.
Yeah, probably.
The whole point of doing a redraft is you're drafting based off of what you know now, and we don't really know that. There's no guarantee that Trevor Lawrence ends up being a stud. If you're going based off last year, yes, he was in a shitty situation with shitty head coach, shitty management, and shitty personnel, but he still didn't do that well. I don't know, just off of thinking of big rookie names, I feel like you got to put Mac Jones as the number 1 quarterback drafted.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, I would think if it's a quarterback at 1, it's Jones. I don't think that the Jaguars would have taken a wide receiver at 1.
Well, I'm just saying, but even still, if you're if you're going based off of this year, because that's when you take a redraft from 2015, we're looking at from 2000. So if you're just going off of this season, you're looking you can either get Mac Jones, who is looked promising but didn't do anything really amazing from the quarterback standpoint, or somebody that already looked like the top 5 receiver in the league.
No, I understand, but what I'm the point I'm making is that you're still going off the same team needs.
Yeah, but sometimes the talent outweighs the need.
That's why the phrase "best player available."
Yeah, but that doesn't happen at 1.
It does when the best player available is that much better than your need. Because here's the thing: they need a quarterback, but they also need a receiver.
Jags were and are bad.
Yeah, their receiving core is nothing to be happy about.
Number 7, the Lions picking Micah Parsons.
Yep.
Number 8, the Panthers taking Mac Jones.
Yep.
Number 9, the Broncos taking David Mills.
Wait, how tall was he?
What?
Yeah, it's not important.
That one's surprised. That one's
I still think the Broncos take. I still think they take Patrick Surtain.
Oh yeah, he was great this year. Number 10, the Eagles still take Devonta Smith.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears take Penny Sewell.
Okay.
The Cowboys take Jalen Phillips.
Okay.
Chargers take Christian Darrisaw. The Jets take Jalen Watt
over Rashawn Slater.
Slater already got picked.
Oh,
he was picked by the Dolphins. Jalen Waddle to the Jets at 14. Zach Wilson to the Patriots. Patrick Surtain to the Cardinals. Elijah Moore to the Raiders. Kadarius Toney to the Dolphins at 18. Don't know why. But. The Commanders taking Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Giants taking Azeez Ojulari.
All right.
The Colts taking Pat Freiermuth. The Titans taking Eric Stokes. The Vikings taking Sam Cosmi. The Steelers taking Najee Harris. The Jaguars taking Odofe Owoye. The Browns taking Rashad Bateman. The Ravens taking Creed Humphrey. The Saints taking Javon Holland. Packers taking Nick Bolton. Bills take Greg Rasu. Dumb name. The Ravens taking Joe Tyron Shaniqua. Shanika? Whatever. And the Broncos and the Buccaneers taking Trevonta Williams. The Buccaneers taking...
I mean, off the top of my head, the only one I can really say I don't think would... I don't think Najee Harris would be there that late after the... I mean, if we're looking at like what he did and...
He would because he's a running back.
Yeah, but we've been watching running backs go high for the last few years.
I know, but that was the thing.
I think it also depends on the system too, though. I mean, like yes, obviously having a receiving back is good, but like if you put him in a system where like you're not throwing to the running back a lot, he's not even close to as valuable of a player.
People had other needs at that point. The only other team that would have taken him was the Dolphins. Because James Conner played his way into a contract this year.
Yeah, no, he did.
With the Steelers.
Can you imagine?
Where he tears his ACL, retires.
He is a free agent again.
Yeah, I mean, he only signed for 1 year.
You guys can sign me, but I got to bring my boy AB with me.
Get Bell back. Get the
old band back together.
The crew back together.
But all his receivers.
Martavis Bryant.
I don't think he's allowed back in the league.
Where's Marcus Wheaton?
There's no way Martavis Bryant's not allowed back in the league. Josh Gordon's gotten how many chances?
True.
Ooh, Kyle Lima Swede. Get him at a...
Dude, that guy is like 90 years old.
Is Hayward Bay still around?
I don't think so. I think he retired.
That's okay.
Remember when the Raiders took him 11th? Because they're dumb. Or 6th. They took them 6th.
They took him pretty high.
Yeah. And they got shit on for it. Actually, the Raiders get shit on for pretty much every pick they do.
Every year.
They're already calling Alex Leatherhead a fucking bust. But
right,
they got Max Crosby.
Next topic.
Gentlemen, you want to go, Mark?
Go ahead.
I found a way to fix the Pro Bowl. Spent a lot of time.
Not have it.
Spent a lot of time on this, and I figured it out. First and foremost, we're eliminating it altogether at the end of the season. But we are replacing it with a Hall of Fame game. So all the stuff that happens at the Pro Bowl takes place during the opening part of the season. That week remains the same. I know it takes place during, practice and kind of like the organized team activities, all that. Pretty much training camp is way underway. But it takes place during then. Every team has that 1 week that they leave their team and they're going to come and practice with the Pro Bowl team. Still going to be AFC, NFC. In my opinion, the injury risk is the same, as we've seen the past 10 years. There's been constant injuries during practices and preseason. So I just feel that, hey, at this point, it doesn't matter. Each team sends 2 to 3 representatives voted by team members, but must be voluntary. So the players only go if they want. The players are paid by whatever sponsorship, and the teams have allotted money pooled aside to compensate the players for playing, so it comes right off the books. Everyone earns the same amount. This game is designed to test new rules and procedures to make the game better, and where it becomes playing for something with the extra game this year, or as it was last year. We're going to call it Week 16 becomes the added week, keeping the final week of the season open for divisional matchups. But that last week remains open as an auto interconference. So whoever wins the Pro Bowl, AFC, NFC, they get to be the home team for that additional week of the season. And the matchup is decided by the league based on as close to division league-wide standing as possible. So
Bach, you got to back up about 2 inches from your mic, I think, unless that's Kyle that's breathing into it.
I don't know. Mine's under my mouth, like under it.
I
That
don't
might
think
be Kyle.
seems better.
Kendall, I like that a lot. I think that there are a bunch of reasons why the teams would never do it, though.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it seems would be problematic, but in my opinion, no one wants to play in the Pro Bowl anyway. At least this gives them an opportunity to play for something, because now there's that additional week. All this stuff could be decided ahead of time, like who, they're going to play whoever, but they're going to leave that 1 week open towards the end of the year. That way, once it's decided, okay, I know that the Bears are going to have to go and play the Browns. And it doesn't matter if they've already played in that year. It's just however the league ended last year is the closest matchup possible. They're going to decide. So,
no, I got it, man. I got it. I got it down to a pact.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Every year, only 2 people from every team are voted to the Pro Bowl. So no matter how great of a year, I don't care what snubs, whatever, but 2 representatives from every team are brought in, and then the 8 people from each division play on a team together, just like in the NHL. So you'd have 8 teams of 8 players, all from each of their own division, and then you play basically backyard football, game to 18, no kickers, no punters, none of that shit, because none of that, they don't use them anyway. So it's just, and then you just play backyard football. So you got linebackers that have to play wide receiver. Your quarterbacks have to play safety, and then you do it. And then the way it works after that is the winner of the whole thing, to make it worth something. Whatever division wins the whole little tournament, that extra game that you have to play against the random extra NFC AFC matchup you have, the division that wins it gets to have all their games are home games.
I like the NFL Street.
Right, like NFL Street kind of thing. It doesn't have to be tackle, because it's a meaningless game. Even though it has meaning, it's still meaningless. But so you make it so it's like, if the NFC South goes on to win the whole thing, that 17th game that the NFC South has to play against an AFC opponent, they're all 4 of the teams get an extra home game instead of having to be, left up to scheduling.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh man, Devin Booker just got kicked in the vagina and he's crying.
So I will be submitting these rules to the league, and I'm sure by next year that's going to be the new Pro Bowl. So don't be surprised when you hear about it.
You should copyright this.
Yeah, I hate the Pro Bowl.
Ball don't lie.
This is, I think, the first year since I started watching football that I did not watch it.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
I mean,
the Pro Bowl is good for one thing and one thing only. Pretty much one player every year gets arrested after the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, shout out Kamara.
Yep, the mean machine is looking good this year.
I tell you, that was funny, because I randomly woke up at 3 in the morning. Look at my phone, I was like, oh man. All right. Has anyone called Jeff?
So, do you think he sees jail time or settles out of court?
I didn't even see what happened. I saw it was bad.
He got arrested for beating the shit out of a guy in a bar.
Strip club, but yes.
Whatever it was.
Did he deserve it?
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, it does.
What are the self-defense laws in Las Vegas?
I don't know. From what I heard, they had an altercation, and he kind of pounded on him, and then left.
Oh, if he touched his butt.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what happens, because you got to remember, whoever this guy is, he's not going to get a lawyer as good as Alvin Kamara's going to be able to afford.
Yep.
Yes, but that's on the civil side. I mean, he got criminally arrested.
Yeah, but if he's found innocent in claim of self-defense, then the league's not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I mean, it depends on what the actual charges end up being and what the attorney thing comes out to be. Because if that's what it comes out, I mean, if he just walked into a place and decided, oh man, I'm fucked up, I'm gonna beat the shit out of somebody, then it's different.
I mean,
Because
the other side too is, I mean, if this rolls towards next season, I mean, he'll for sure with the criminal charge, he'll for sure be on like the exempt list, and I mean, so it depends how long. Once there's criminal charges, he can be put on the list.
I don't see him going on the list.
How?
Because the Saints will pay off the guy, because if Alvin Kamara's not playing, no one's coming to any games.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, if the criminal charges are still there, then
the guy was just playing dodgeball in the other game.
Yes,
with a trench coat on.
He got arrested. I thought I saw that he got arrested in the stadium.
Yeah, right after the game.
Yeah.
So they didn't stop the game to arrest him. They were just like, we'll let him finish his thing.
Yep.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
I don't know.
Dude, why would they have not stopped the game? Not stopped the game, but why would they have not just been
hey, you got
very easily to just go to this. Well, no, you just go to this. You just go to the sidelines and you tell the NFC coach, hey, look, Alvin Kamara needs to come back to the locker room now.
See, this is why I think it's all bullshit.
Well, I mean, stuff like that does happen where they wait, especially with high profile people, they wait till they're kind of segregated.
Well, it's like the Deshaun Watson thing, man.
It's just funny because it's
we heard nothing from it all year.
We're gonna say, what would have happened if somehow Kamara slipped through the cracks and it just left, didn't even know he was getting anything, ends up leaving.
I mean, the other side too. I mean, I don't know what the timeline was. I don't know if if they were there waiting, or if that's just how it happened. I don't know what the timeline was.
Football lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Well, it all pisses me off because during the season you heard nothing from Deshaun.
Kyle, this has nothing to do with the Deshaun Watson thing.
I don't care. It's all bullshit. People just want money. That's all it's about.
Well, no, he attacked somebody in a bar. I mean,
don't care. He attacked somebody because he probably fucking deserved it.
What about the over?
My thing is if there was no weapon involved, I don't think anything really comes of it long term. Because Kareem Hunt was playing in the NFL, and he assaulted a woman.
Yes, and was on the exempt list.
But I'm saying,
suspension.
Right, but I don't think he's going to do jail time.
Yeah, and he did it to a guy, so who fucking cares?
Exactly. He might get exempt or whatever, but I don't think he's going to be doing jail time and missing years. I don't think his NFL career is over.
Oh no, I don't either.
Kareem Hunt literally fucking punted a woman.
This will affect his season next year.
I don't think so at all.
I'll tell you what though, you know what's funny is the NFL's we don't stand for abuse against women, abuse against men, and if you're abusing a kid, you're good in our book. Tyreek Hill and Adrian Peterson, they've missed no time. You look at a woman the wrong way though, and your career's over.
How soon till that video's out, you think?
None. I don't think it happened.
It'll be out tomorrow.
Actually, what?
What do you mean you think it didn't happen?
Dude, the guy probably just pressed charges because you saw him at the bars. And then,
Kyle, they said that
money.
They found him in the hospital, and he was ID'd. There's a video somewhere. I mean, he was ID'd and on seen attack.
There was surveillance footage for the police
footage?
report.
How do you think footage?
Footage.
Oh, foliage. Surveillance foliage.
It's that time of year.
I mean, really, the professional athletes are known to fucking hit people.
You're right, but also other people
I don't
provoke
think
them
that's
to
fair.
hit them.
What I mean is it's not like it's an uncommon thing.
No, but
I think I don't like the whole the professional athlete thing. It's
no, I know that's not a fair thing to say. I know
there's fewer professional athletes than there are average people in the world, and there's definitely, I would say, the percentage of non-athletes who get in physical altercations is higher than the percentage of athletes.
Of course it is, but what I'm saying is
Kamara
this is a completely unheard of thing.
No, but Kamara had nothing. Had no previous fucking.
Really, it's just football players, not even athletes. It's just football players. You don't hear anything about hockey players getting in fights in bars,
The guy
Baseball
probably
players
could have been.
beating
The
their
guy was probably
kids.
drunk as fuck. It's like talking shit to him about something. He probably said the wrong thing and he beat his ass. We all would have done it.
All right. Moving. There's no shot you would have done it. None of us
I
would
was
have
gonna say,
gotten
what are you talking about?
All right,
Master,
you know what I'm
do you have
fucking
a-
saying now.
Max, did you have a segment or a topic?
I was just going to talk about the game, but
Well, I
The what?
I have one.
Oh, I thought you did.
Sorry,
yours.
Mark.
No. Is Eric Bieniemy just never going to be a head coach?
It sounds like he might even be with the Chiefs next year.
What is he just like interviewing just terribly? Like what's happening here?
It
He
could
has-
Matt Nagy
uh,
tarnished the job.
Well, that and he has bad history.
That
The other
history
thing
of
too
what?
is
Hold on one second, I'll find it.
the other thing too though is I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm a front office, Eric Bieniemy doesn't impress me.
Me either. I mean,
There's no reason Eric Bieniemy does not impress me at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad offensive coordinator, but your job's a lot easier when you have arguably the best arguably the best head coach in the league. You arguably have the best quarterback in the league. You have the fastest wide receiver in the league, and you have the best tight end in the league. I mean, you pretty much just got to go out there and say, "All right, run a play."
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I mean that also shouldn't be counted against him. I mean, we've seen
I'm not saying it's counted against him, but I'm just saying like he can go out and if he goes out and he interviews for a job, and like this past year, so like going off this past year, if he goes out and interviews for a job, and then like Dayball interviews for a job, like Dayball did a lot with less.
But I mean, again, I mean, how many times have we seen coordinators that go on and win Super Bowls and then they're head coaches the next year? I mean,
no, I understand that, but it's I don't think that Bieniemy is as impressive as other guys.
Some people just don't interview
well,
too.
that's what it's got to come down to, where he's just bombing these interviews.
I also
well, that's what I'm saying.
found-
Like that's just that, but that translates back to what I'm saying. Like he goes in, he interviews. It's like, oh, his interview's not going well, and it's like, all right, so he's obviously like, because your interview isn't just, hey, what's your favorite color? It's going to be like, what's your situation for, like, what do you play? What's your plans for Justin Fields? What do you see for our receiver position? And the answers he's given, they're not answers just like Tyreek Hill. All right, what's your plan for having a better passing game for us this season? Travis Kelce.
Master, you said you
What
had
do you
something?
think what do you think the team's nutrition plan should be? Andy Reid.
I also found what he was accused of in the past. He has a
What was
couple
he accused of?
DUIs and sexual assault and sexual harassment.
That doesn't mean anything. He wouldn't be in the NFL if those meant something.
Yeah, I mean, Rex Ryan was still coaching for a while.
And Rex Ryan
What's
likes
your,
a lot of feet.
I don't know. It's just so weird because I remember like last year. I mean, Bieniemy was like the hot ticket, and he ended up staying with the Chiefs and whatever. But it just seems strange that this is now two hiring cycles.
I think if he gets a head coaching job, it's in college. Because he kind of runs like a college type offense, anyways. If that makes any sense.
I see what you're saying.
Just throw it deep and everything else.
I think we're kind of in agreement that I think it's probably just a bad interview, and who knows? Maybe it could be self-sabotage because really he's got it pretty cushy. I mean, what Paul alluded to,
Not anymore. His contract's up this year. They haven't extended it.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, I mean that could just be they haven't extended because they probably were thinking he was going to get hired somewhere.
But like if I'm Eric Bieniemy, and I have all those players, like I'm not in a big rush to go, anywhere. Like, hey, I got an opportunity to win a bunch here with what I got.
Maybe you think Andy Reid's going to retire soon.
Do
If
the
that
old
was the
Josh
case, I don't think
McDaniels?
he'd be Yeah, I don't think he'd be interviewing.
Well, like, you still interview to like feel your options.
Yeah, I mean, you
It's
still
so-
you still have to
Yeah.
still have to interview. You're not gonna. I mean, you're not gonna say no. I'm not taking interviews.
And Josh McDaniels is so fucking overrated.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody done that?
What's that?
What?
Been a coordinator and like just been some like people like, oh, like we want to ask permission to interview this guy, and like the guy's like, no, I'm not taking interviews. I'm fine where
I'm
at.
sure there has been.
So I mean, the only thing I can think of is sometimes they'll deny certain teams. I mean, at least personally, I've never heard of a coordinator just be like, no, I'm not taking anything. But unless like Dan Quinn this year, he took a couple in it and then was like, I'm staying with the Cowboys. I'm not taking any more interviews. Like, I guess that happens.
The other thing too is like he would be dumb not to take interviews because his contract is up.
Exactly.
So on the off chance the Chiefs don't choose to renew him,
Right.
Hey, Mark, I got a question for you.
the answer is always no.
Why were the Giants so gung ho on like getting rid of Patrick Graham?
I don't think they were gung ho on it because it kept coming out that they were open to keeping him. I think they were letting him make his decision.
But why would he go for the same spot?
Again, it could just be a change of scenery. He could be. Maybe he's. At first, I thought he would be bitter that he didn't get the head coach job, but then he came out after and said he would still be willing to be the coordinator. Who knows? I mean, if he met with how Dable wants to run the team and he didn't agree, I don't know. I mean, he also has history with McDaniels. So it could have just been a thing of, this has not been the best time in New York. I wish him well. I don't think the Giants were actively trying to move on. I think they were kind of letting him make his own decision.
So you guys still have your offensive coordinator though? Is it still going to be?
No, they signed. Wasn't it the guy from the Chiefs?
Yeah. Okay.
I forget his name off the top of my head, but they brought a guy over from the Chiefs.
Maybe they just want him to pick his coaching staff or something.
Yeah. And I mean, they were open to keeping Graham. It's just I think they let him make his own decision.
Just curious.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
The Steelers guy stayed with the Steelers. He got promoted.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a decent secondary for once.
Maybe, hopefully.
Probably not. We'll take another linebacker.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny. Not funny, but
I don't know. I just found it weird.
Staying again. No, the Graham, like I said, Patrick Graham. I think it was just time to kind of move on. I wanted him to stay. I mean, I know I told you guys a bunch of times I wanted him to stay, but it is what it is.
I mean, like the Giants, I think have a better defense than the Rams, than the Raiders.
I was gonna say what,
dude? I'm struggling tonight. All right, get off my ass.
Like I don't think their defense is better than the Rams.
No,
the Raiders. Yes, I agree with that.
But I think the Raiders have like potential pieces.
I have a very quick topic before we go to break.
What do you got?
Do you think there is a realistic price tag for trading for somebody like Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, I mean, not knowing like his whole thing. I mean, I think it would still take 2 firsts to get him.
I think it's got to take way more than that.
I don't think so, just because of age.
But Kyle, he's an MVP finalist.
I get it.
Tom Brady just threw for 40 touchdowns and 4,000 yards, almost 5,000 or 4,000 yards in his last season at 44 years old. Aaron Rodgers isn't, because other than his collarbone thing, Aaron Rodgers doesn't really miss time. Like there's nothing to statistically back up that Aaron Rodgers is slowing down. There's nothing. So
I agree.
You can't use age into it. He's got 2 years left on his deal. Yes, he's making a lot of money, but you're also getting an MVP caliber quarterback, so you're going to expect to pay that kind of money for that kind of talent. I think 2 firsts I don't think 2 firsts gets it done. I don't think there's any way. I think I don't think it's realistic. I don't think there's a realistic asking price because I feel like the starting base is 3 first-round picks or legitimate impactful players now.
I think it's like 2 firsts and like 2 seconds or something like that.
Massey, what did Jared Goff go for?
Trading
What was the Jared
away
Goff
his
deal?
salary, which was part of the deal. It was 2 firsts and a second. But again, it was to offload Goff's salary.
But you also got Matt Stafford in it.
We also got Matt Stafford, yes.
Right. So you traded away Jared Goff.
I believe that Stafford cost a first and a second. I don't think he was 2 firsts. I think it was a first to get rid of Jared Goff's contract.
Okay, so Matt Stafford would be worth a first and a second. So there's no way Aaron Rodgers is only worth a 1 round up from that for 2 firsts.
I would agree with
There's
that.
no way. There's no way.
I think you're right.
I mean,
I think it starts at 3 firsts and maybe a second and a fourth.
Like, I feel like there might be other pick swapping that goes into it where it's like, oh, give us 3 firsts, a fourth, and a fifth, and we'll give you a third or something or whatever. But I just feel like there's no way it's less than 3 first-round picks. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is realistically, he's an untradeable player. So I feel like the asking price is too ridiculous. It's like what would I don't know. I was looking at some articles about it. It's like Patrick Mahomes. Like, is there a realistic asking price for Patrick Mahomes?
No.
I don't think so.
I
Not even
legitimately.
because of the talent, because of just contracts.
I think it's
I don't.
both.
Yeah. I don't even think the contract plays into it because you'd pay that money if you got Patrick Mahomes.
That's what I'm saying. But Aaron Rodgers is the same way. I don't think what he's making for the next 2 years means anything because you're getting Aaron Rodgers. You're getting somebody that can throw 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, less than 10 picks, and is MVP candidacy year after year.
The two of them is age. I know you said not to take it in, but you have Mahomes for longer. That's the only thing.
No, I'm not comparing Rodgers to Mahomes. But that's not the point of it. The point
just
is
whatever I think is the thing that separates them in terms of why one would be traded for is Rodgers has come out and said maybe I don't want to play here. You have never heard that out of Mahomes' mouth. I think that's the only
no. But I'm not talking about that standpoint. Not from the standpoint of like, oh, because I want to pick where I want to go. Just if a team is legitimately serious and said we want to trade for Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay says okay, is a team going to be willing to give up what Green Bay is going to be asking for?
I think so. If their thing is Rodgers is just going to retire otherwise. I think if he's going to retire or not play for you, you trade him for picks. So I think that a realistic asking price for somebody to say, we want the absolute tops, but we don't want anybody to fold on it, would be 3 firsts and a little bit more ammunition.
Because the flip side to it too is it can't be 2 first-round picks because you're trading wherever you're trading Aaron Rodgers to, those first-round picks are no longer now worth what they were worth. I mean, you trade. I don't care what team you trade Aaron Rodgers to. Those 2 first-round picks are now not worth what you thought they were worth.
Well, it would depend on when the trade was done. If it was before the draft and you're trading them, to because where are the Broncos going to be?
No, I get 10? that, but still, okay, right. But so you're getting 10 this year, and then you're getting 24 next
year. Yeah.
So you're not getting, you're basically getting a first and a high-end second at that point. Really, the way the NFL draft breaks down, it's if you're outside of the playoff picks, that's like really the first round, and then it's first round and a half is between the playoff teams and then the top half of the second round.
Yeah.
It's the way the NFL draft is really, it's broken down into like half rounds. So I can't force, because even like a team like the Jets, like the Jets are they're a top 5 pick this year, right?
Yeah,
they have 2.
They have 2. 10. Aaron Rodgers plays for them this year. I'm not saying that there may not be a playoff team, but they're not picking in the single digits.
No.
It's it's the same. I don't know. It's weird. I just don't think like unless it was like one of those situations where Aaron Rodgers was really like, hey, I'm going to retire if you don't trade me. and then it kind of shows their hands. But at the same time, I don't think Aaron Rodgers really will ever he'll never. I don't think he'll ever say that and mean it. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to hang him up if he's not traded. I don't think. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't think Aaron Rodgers plays anywhere but Green Bay, to be honest with you.
At this point, yeah, I would agree with you. I don't think he goes anywhere, and this is just going to be the offseason where people just jerk off to Aaron Rodgers and different teams. But I do think he would pull if he wanted to leave, he would hold that over their head and actually try and force their hand. So yes, I think that 3 firsts and a little bit more ammunition again because of the scaling, like Paul said.
I tell you what, though.
Plays in Green Bay.
But I tell you what, here's the deal. I know that you could get a load for him. If I'm Green Bay front office and Aaron Rodgers comes up to me, full honesty, and goes, trade me or I'm retiring, I don't know if I'm going to trade him.
Just to say fuck you?
No, it's not just to say fuck you. It's
I'm
going to call your bluff. If you don't come back and play, I don't owe you anything except the guaranteed money. Which, guess what? If Aaron Rodgers pulls that card this year and they go, okay, fine, we're not going to play you, Devontae Adams just became signed. You just found the money to pay Devontae Adams.
Yep.
So then they can sign Devontae Adams. I mean, if you choose, I mean, I know that opens up a whole can of worms. Would he want to stay if Aaron Rodgers is there? Blah 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 blah. I get that. But I don't want to get into that tangent. But you still have Aaron Jones. You still have Devontae Adams. I know, saying, oh, you're just a quarterback away. The Bears have been a quarterback away, 100 times in my lifetime. But the point being is, from where you're standing, you're not in the worst shape to start a rebuild. Plus, you just freed up $30 million in cap. And if Aaron Rodgers decides that, okay, they called my bluff, I'm going to come out of retirement, you still have him for the 2 years, and you can trade him or not. I mean, we saw it happen. We saw it happen with Calvin Johnson. He retired in the middle of his contract, and there were multiple teams pursuing the rights to his deal. Just in case, we'll take the Patriots were the big front runners for it. We'll trade for the rights to Calvin Johnson. We'll give you a pick for that. So if I'm Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers pulls that card, I think I call his bluff on it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I can absolutely see that. I don't know how the cap works out. If you call his bluff, you use all that money to sign people, you get up against the cap, he decides to retire, and now you have an overage. I do not know how that works, but if you could get away with that, yeah, I would agree.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, from a logistics standpoint, yeah, they have to figure that stuff out, but so be it. You know what I mean? Then you figure it out. But the other thing too is
I wonder if a player could do that and just say, I'm unretiring, and the team's just no.
Well, what happens is they can pretty much agree to dissolve the contract.
I know, but what if they were just no, you're stuck in purgatory now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious.
I think they have to make a decision. I mean, if the guy says I'm unretiring, I think they can just kind of forfeit the rights to him.
Yeah.
But that is interesting. If they are now hey, now you're over the cap.
Right. That's what I was be curious about. But like Paul said, you figure it out. I have a conversation topic.
What's up?
So the article came out today on Get Up, maybe.
Massey, here's the way to answer your question. If Aaron Rodgers decides that he's going to retire and then comes back after the deadline, his salary, I mean, granted, keep in mind it's $30 million, so that, it would take some serious capital to do it. But if you decided to unretire 2 games into the season, the Green Bay Packers can they track a portion of his contract back into a signing bonus for the year, so it doesn't hit against the cap.
Interesting. Okay. Still have to make some fucking moves.
But he has to.
Yeah.
But like he would formally have to retire.
Right. Okay.
Like he couldn't just be like, "Oh, I'm going to hold out." Like that wouldn't. He would have to
Okay,
formally.
so he has to be like, "Hey, I'm retiring. Bye."
Right, because then what happens is if you do it the other way, you would just do it like the way that the Steelers did it with Le'Veon Bell, where you just keep finding him and you put the money aside that you find him with to pay him if he comes back. So I think that's one of the funnest things that they do in the NFL. So, okay, you're not going to play, we're going to fine you, and then when you do come back and play, we're going to pay you with the money you paid us with.
They don't get paid those game checks, though, I thought.
No, but I'm saying, like, if a player is like sitting out and you're not sure if he's going to come back or not, and like you're figuring out your salary, so like Le'Veon Bell, if he decided he was going to come back week 8 that year, like now all of a sudden you got to redo your books to pay him if he's playing,
right.
and you're going to play him. So you're going to, and then what the NFL teams, a lot of them do is they take the money that they gain from fining people, like all the money they fine Le'Veon Bell for missing practices, not showing up for games, missing film studies, all that stuff. They just put it into like a Le'Veon Bell account, and then when he comes back, they pay him the money out of that account and be like, "Here, this is what you paid in fines. Have it back."
Gotcha.
No skin off our nose.
So a topic came out today that Russell. This is from Ryan Clark, by the way, the former Steelers cornerback.
Guy who
Russell
has no credibility in the media.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's not an all-time great quarterback. He's never going to be in those conversations. Need to stop putting him in that world that any team that has Russell Wilson can win a Super Bowl. Thoughts?
I don't think Russell Wilson will ever be considered an all-time great, but I do think that if you have prime Russell Wilson, which I don't know if that was just like a flash in the pan prime, or if it's just being diminished due to poor coaching and bad offensive line, but I mean, if you have Russell Wilson, I think it makes you that much closer to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is he on the Aaron Rodgers level of bringing you there?
Well, Aaron Rodgers has only brought a team there once. Russell Wilson's done it twice, so yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone likes to compare. Like, do you have a better chance at winning the Super Bowl with so and so than Aaron Rodgers? And it's like I'm not shitting on Aaron Rodgers because he's a Packer. I'm just saying, like, you look at it from a standpoint, like, yes. I mean, if you want to go by stats, Eli Manning gives you a better chance at winning the Super Bowl than Aaron Rodgers does.
This is true.
Kurt Warner gives you a better chance at winning a Super Bowl than Aaron Rodgers does. Brett Favre gives you a better chance at winning a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to go off like that, like, I mean, Aaron Rodgers gives you a better chance at putting you in a position to make a run at the Super Bowl than Russell Wilson will do. Yes. Like, Aaron Rodgers, you'll be in a better position at the end of the season to make that Super Bowl run than Russell Wilson will give you the ability to do. But, if the Pittsburgh Steelers just played, if the Pittsburgh Steelers started the playoffs off with Russell Wilson instead of Ben, it's a completely different playoff situation. Like, the Steelers stand a much better chance at beating Kansas City. And if they do beat Kansas City, like, they can be formidable. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing. Like if the 49ers have Russell Wilson, are they in the Super Bowl? There's a good chance.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a pretty decent chance. I mean, I know without going into like the history of the Rams versus Russell Wilson and all that, but I'm saying, like, if you replace Jimmy Garoppolo with Russell Wilson in that specific game, I mean, just off of the game-ending interception alone, where the offensive line blew up and Jimmy Garoppolo all of a sudden had 400 Rams in his face, Russell Wilson is going to be able to buy a little bit more time than Jimmy Garoppolo could be able to do because Russell Wilson's more mobile. So it's like, I do not think he'll be considered an all-time great, but I do think he greatly increases your chances of being a better franchise. If the Russell Wilson we've been seeing the past 2 years isn't the actual Russell Wilson, if the Russell Wilson we've been seeing is more of a product of offensive coordinating, Pete Carroll's lack of coaching, offensive line woes, poor running performances on and off, things like that, like defense being non-existent, like those. I mean, if those are the things that's causing Russell Wilson to not be as good, plus the nagging injury he had this year or whatever, then yes, Russell Wilson does make your team better. But if Russell Wilson's, if Russell Wilson gets traded and he puts up another season like it, then maybe Russell Wilson's just done. Maybe he had a flash in the pan prime. Unfortunately, there's too many things wrong with the Steelers or the Seahawks organization to know where the problem really is.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we see it until we see what team he goes to. Which, at this point, I don't even know where he would go.
Well, none of it's gonna matter when the Seahawks get Aaron Donald. So
that's not nice.
Ashley's running around in her neon green Aaron Donald jersey, and you see Massey wearing his neon green Under Armour sweatshirt with Donald taped on the back.
I like this.
All right, so let's go to break. When we come back, we'll do some stuff that Kendall had planned. Fair?
Yeah,
fair.
All right, see you guys on the other side.
Home of Getting Sports with Drunk on Monday nights. PPRN Radio. Home of the Peter Pinot Show. Peter Pinot Show. PPRN Radio.
Damn, where are we? PPRN Radio. Always on, sometimes off. PPRNradio.net. PPRNradio.net. The most diverse playlist on the planet. 24/7, 365. Yes, your mama's station. Bringing that heat. PPRNradio.net. The station that's home with your wife. While you're at work, we keep her company. We keep her happy.
And now, back to Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. We are back, hour 2. The gang is still all here. I believe that they'll unmute themselves to
Cut
join
me
the
off
fun.
again.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you now.
Kendall, cut me off again.
I couldn't hear you.
I was getting ready to talk, and then you just said, "Oh, welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm the host of the show."
Listen, I had
we can hear the music playing.
Well, I'm happy to hear it. I had a 3-second silence. I had to jump in.
No, it wasn't 3 seconds.
It was like 4.5.
You're just trying to be the host of the show. I get it.
No.
He actually texted me during the break. Was like, "Check this out."
I believe it. I mean, I heard him in the bathroom, the women's bathroom, the other day, talking about how he's part of the Massey Mock best friend group. They're calling themselves MMR.
We hold all our meetings in the women's bathroom.
Yeah, every Sunday afternoon.
Best acoustics. It's the lack of urinals that helps.
I opened up my beer.
What do you got?
2021 Bourbon County.
Hey-o.
Nice.
Yeah, February's going to have to be.
Isn't that old? Isn't it expired?
Yeah, I mean, it's got like a black mold taste to it.
Black mold.
Kyle and Massey, are you guys there? Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a negative.
I think both of them are probably waiting for you to text saying we're coming back.
That could be the case.
Because normally you do that, but it seems like you just don't care about us anymore.
Listen, you guys were Johnny on the spot.
It was a pretty good song. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It was a good song to cut off to come back to.
Oh, not a fan of some Three Dog Night?
No, it's all right.
Anywho, when those guys get their act together,
Massey is preparing his fucking tiramisu. You know what's funny? That whole time I wanted to say creme brulee, but I couldn't think of it in time. Fuck.
Listen, equally funny a dessert.
Yeah, but creme brulee is way bougier. Imagine him in there with the blowtorch. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, but imagine him trying to layer a tiramisu. A good tiramisu has like 7 layers.
Listen, if there's one thing Massey knows, it's tiramisu.
It's layers?
He's like an onion, that guy.
What does that even mean?
Onions have layers. Remember the whole Shrek thing?
They stink.
Kendall, sometimes you just baffle me as a human being.
Hey, that's my job.
Listen, like we said in the car, if he did stand up, it'd be real highs and lows.
The highest of
You
highs.
really hurt his feelings when you said
Oh yeah, that one I think cut him pretty deep.
Yeah.
I moved on to passion fruit, truly.
You know what's really funny is I'm sitting in the living room now. I transitioned from the bedroom to the living room because the girls fell asleep. And I can't sit in the living room and not have something on TV, but I know it'll interfere with the sound. I'm just watching Grown Ups in silence.
Oh, I play PlayStation on mute.
Well,
If you're doing something though, like I can't play because right now the game I'm invested in on the PlayStation is Far Cry 6. If I try to play that while I'm doing this podcast, I might as well just turn the podcast off.
Yeah, Horizon's kind of tough with no sound.
well, in the previous
The no
hour,
sound part isn't the part. The no sound part doesn't bother me because you can use subtitles. But I'll just get too invested.
What are we talking?
And I won't pay attention. I thought I heard Massey for 5 seconds.
You did.
aha,
What are we talking about?
Hey Massey, were you making a creme brulee or a tiramisu?
Neither.
But if you were making one, which one would it have been?
Creme brulee.
Nice.
I told you we couldn't make a tiramisu.
What were you talking about in subtitles and shit?
Oh, I was talking about how I can't sit in the living room and not have the TV on, so I'm just have Grown Ups on, but on mute. And Mark was like, "Oh, I play video games and with it on mute," and I was like, "Yeah, but if I try to play Far Cry, I just pretty much might as well turn the podcast off because I won't pay attention." Now Kyle's back because he turned his video off, but he didn't unmute himself.
I'm here. I had to let the dog
Oh,
out.
there he is. See, Kyle, you're one dog short of being the Baja Man.
I am the Baja Man.
No, because you're letting the dog out, and they let dogs out.
No, they let a couple dogs out. I let all the dogs out.
give us a quick hook, Kyle.
No.
Come on.
No.
It's no fun.
You know,
How
it's a
about a
real
fun
bummer,
person?
Paul, in this game when you're running and then all of a sudden something's attacking you. 'Cause you
What,
can't hear.
Horizon?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your least favorite machine to fight?
Oh, there's the ostrich.
There is one of those, Kyle.
I knew it. I'm a pretty smart guy.
I mean, the flying ones are kind of a bitch.
Stormbirds.
No, I only saw one of those once and I ran away from it.
Hey, Kendall, what was your least favorite map? And
There's gonna come a time in the game though where you can't run away from it, and it's gonna be really, really fun to do. See, I don't mind Stormbirds too much though. I fucking hate the crab things.
Yeah, the shell walkers.
Yeah, because you just no matter how many elements you rip off of them, they just don't die.
all right.
You'd think you take that giant crate off its back and it would be pretty vulnerable, but nope. Although I'll tell you what though, from a distance, fighting the fire bellows,
Yeah.
those things are pretty cool. But if you end up getting into some combat with one up close, it's pretty much game over for you.
It's not a good time.
Those fuckers. It's amazing how fast they pivot.
Ooh, I know what I hate. The fucking jaguars. The stalkers.
Oh, yeah,
That's fucked
are
up,
pretty rough,
Maxie.
too. Those are pretty fucked up too. Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you hate the Jaguars?
Urban Meyer.
I tell you what, I think they made what's the T-Rex one, Massey?
Thunderjaw.
Yeah, they made the Thunderjaw this final boss thing, and it's if you just take the fucking disc thing off, it's pretty much game over for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of my
Let's tell
favorite
Mock
ones
how
to
the
play.
game ends.
Okay,
That wouldn't be cool.
Mock, how far are you in the story?
He just got to the car in Temple.
The what temple?
The Karja Temple.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. I don't know if that's where he is.
Mock, where are you?
I don't know.
What's the last fucking thing that happened story-wise?
I just found the Ursa girl.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. So you got some time. You still got some hours to log, brother.
Yeah. Listen, as long as we keep
All right,
doing
so,
these remote shows.
Massey?
Yo.
Well, Mark, you have the whole night off next week to do it.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, bitch.
Just tell Marissa that you're not interested in Valentine's Day. just make her oatmeal for breakfast and say Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, here you are.
You go.
I'll be downstairs.
Yeah, just do what I'm doing. Just be like, hey, look, I took the night off from the show so that we can make plans, and then I'm gonna call out of work while she goes to work. If I can't go to the show, I'm taking the day off. Massey, do you want to do your Super Bowl predictions, or do you want to wait till the end of the show for that?
You can do either. I don't really care.
We'll just do them now. We're here. It's been brought up.
Alrighty.
So, and again, for viewers, not again, but we will be taking the live show off next week as we are all in debt to significant others, so we will be spending Valentine's Day motherfucking them. So we have a pre-recorded show, so if you don't hear us reviewing the Super Bowl, there you go. It hadn't happened yet.
Happened in my mind.
Yeah. Next Monday's show takes place yesterday. The month of February is just a big inception.
Check out the following week where we do the show for March 7th.
Yeah, and then the last show in February we recorded in March of 2004.
We were youngins.
We were talking all about the football scene at the time. All right, so Super Bowl predictions. Massey, do you care to get the bias one out of the way first?
I have the actual result out of the way, which is the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl by 10.
What's the final score?
28-21.
10-0.
I changed my mind on the 10 points. I like 28-21 better.
All right. So just 7 touchdowns, no field goals?
Yep.
That's the only way the Rams are going to win is by taking the ball away from Evan McPherson. All right. Massey or Mark, do you have a big game prediction?
I think that the Rams win. I think the final will be 27-21. Rams by 10.
Mm-hmm. Souls, do you have a prediction?
31-20 Rams.
He said Bengals. That's on air. Tom, tell your father.
So competently, just fucked it up completely.
The St. Louis Bengals are going to win 31-20, okay?
First of all, Mark, my dad doesn't give a shit who wins.
That's not true.
It is true.
So you're saying he'll be just as happy if the Bengals win?
He doesn't give a shit who wins.
I don't buy that.
He only hates the Ravens.
I think he hates the Browns more than anybody else.
Yeah. Kendall, you got a prediction?
Yes, I do believe the Rams will win 33-23.
Safety at the end of the game. By both teams.
Madden has the Bengals winning 24-21.
Rams won.
All right. Well, Massey, I'm not doing it to be a dick. I'm doing it to create some difference on the show. So okay. I'm going to go Bengals. Bengals win 37-34, but there's 3 field goals kicked in overtime.
Man, that would be annoying to watch.
Why?
They're all drop touchdowns.
It wouldn't, because it would be like exciting, but it'd just be like, oh, Another field. Damn it.
No,
People's squares would be broken.
Well, I mean, somebody's square would be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which, you guys doing any squares this year?
I'm hoping. I usually do them at work.
Bleacher Report has bingo. I'm pretty excited for that. I mean, not Bleacher Report, FanDuel.
I do plan to throw a couple bets out on like guessing the score, because those seem to pay out pretty well.
Yeah,
I'll give you your first bet. I'm going to bet $10 that you don't predict the score you just said once.
Why?
Because you're going to forget it and not bet it.
27-21 Rams.
Yeah, you just
and
said
then
it.
I'm also going to bet it 27-21 Bengals.
There you go. Really even those odds.
One way or another, that's the score.
You know what's going to be really funny? You know what's going to be really, really funny?
What?
When the Rams or the Bengals throw a walk-off touchdown to make it 27-21, but they have to kick the extra point because they have to now.
So, my first column in bingo, I'm definitely going to get it right. So, hold on. Let me just tell you what it did. Cincinnati, 3 punts. Cincinnati, third down conversion. Cincinnati, 20 passes. Cincinnati, 3 and out. And a second half Cincinnati passing touchdown.
I'm willing to bet you that you don't get the 3 and out.
I mean,
I think we get at least 1 3 and out.
No, because you know what's going to happen? You'll get the 3 and out, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
That's very funny.
Because then it doesn't count as a 3 and out.
Huh. But that's not a bad line to have.
No, it's not. But because it's so easy, you won't get one of them.
Yeah, probably. But they're just going to run touchdowns.
It's the same thing like if you go on FanDuel and you do like a same game parlay and it's like, you know, like the Bulls Suns. It's like DeMar DeRozan to score 15 points, Zach LaVine to score 10 points, Devin Booker to score 20 points, Chris Paul to have, 8 assists, and DeAndre Ayton to have 2 blocks. And it's like, oh man, all those things are super easy. It's like, yeah, well, so one of them won't happen. There's a reason that they give you all those things. They're all in a line because they're so easy that it almost becomes mathematically impossible for it to happen.
I guess.
No, it's probability. It's statistics. It's math.
Have you guys ever won?
Hardwired, man.
Ever won your squares? I never won.
I hit the year the Eagles beat
once.
the Patriots. Won $200.
Never actually played a square.
Same.
The squares are fun because they just make you mad at a game that your team's not playing in.
Oh no, that's not true. I did squares once, but I had somebody pick my. I did squares once. Somebody picked my squares for me, and I never looked at the square chart. I just texted the guy at the end and said, "Did I win?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "Cool, made the game more fun to watch, not knowing."
I enjoy doing the square pools.
So how do you win? Do you get like 5 across or some shit?
No, so what happens, Matt, is say there's what 100 squares in the grid, and they sell them say $5 a square, whatever, and you write your name into a blank square. Once everything is filled, they randomly generate the numbers along the top and the side. So whatever numbers you get is like the score for each quarter. Yeah. So say if you have
the top team is the Rams, and then the vertical team would be the Bengals. You would need those last number scores for those teams at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, so if you have like 7 and 4, 7 on top, say the Rams is the top, Bengals is on the side, and you have 7 on top, 4 on the side. If the final is 27-24, you win that quarter.
Oh, okay.
So like sometimes they do them differently. Like the one I do at work, the fourth quarter and the final score are 2 separate pools. Because if the game goes to overtime or whatever, and the Eagles beating the Patriots, I hit on the fourth quarter and then the final because it didn't go to overtime. So that was cool.
You got the score right?
I had the numbers. So I don't remember what numbers I had, but like I had the numbers for the final score.
Okay.
It's all random. You don't predict it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's the thing. You don't find out your numbers till the pool is filled. Once it's filled, then it's all done randomly.
Okay. Interesting.
So so you buy 5 squares and you get stuck with 2 and 5, 0 and 0.
9 and
0 and 0 works is all right for the first quarter because sometimes that's what happens.
9 and 8's terrible.
2s are terrible. 5s are rough.
8s suck.
Yeah.
Because outside of 28, it doesn't really
28.
happen, and and the thing too is getting to 28 means they're going to score 4 touchdowns and not kick any field goals, and that's not really that common. 5 also sucks.
5 is brutal, but then it's funny because you think back to that Broncos Super Bowl where the first play of the game was a safety, and you're like, "Holy shit, 5s are in play here." Because the safety really jacks it all up.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you guys think that Kyler Murray deleting everything Arizona Cardinals related from his social media means anything?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to see anything.
Well, he left stuff up. He just deleted every reference to the Cardinals.
I don't know. I just think it's he doesn't want to read all the negative shit, and
again, that's fair. I'm just curious what you guys thought.
I mean, it's interesting because it's his personal.
I think someone did it as a prank and then put his computer up high where he couldn't get to it to fix it.
I don't know. I mean, I it's just something to talk about, I guess. But
yeah,
I don't really. It's not like he's in a contract year. This was his second year, right?
Yeah, this was his third year. I think.
Was it his third? I thought he was drafted. Oh yeah, he was drafted the same year as Daniel Jones. This was his third year.
Yeah.
But even still, so they have this year and then
the
to even round. Just do the 5th year option and that whole thing. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think it. I don't know.
I think they should get rid of the 5th year option.
Well, they just lost the opportunity to do it.
No, I'm saying I think that the 5th year option just shouldn't be a thing.
Right, but that's a collective bargaining agreement.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying I just don't think it should be a thing. I think the NFL should fight to get rid of it. One, you should after 4 years you should know what you have. It was worth it for you to take him in the first round. After 4 years, you should kind of have an idea. And 2, it's I don't like that you get 5 cheap years out of somebody like that.
It is a thing where the NFL side, I don't think we'll ever get rid of it. It would have to be the Players Association.
And they'd have to give up some serious fucking concessions on that.
But I mean, I've never read into it, but I haven't heard of players speaking out about it.
Well, I think the players would love it.
Would love to have it or love to not have it.
They love having it.
Let's see. Because I believe it's you get a certain amount depending on where you were drafted.
It's on when you were drafted and the average salaries of that position.
Right. So it's not like they're getting chump change. I mean, it's at least then they're
right. But if for example, if the Buffalo Bills decided to do a 5th year option on Josh Allen, that's a lot cheaper than paying him.
Yeah, but they didn't.
That's what I'm saying, but they could have.
They could have. But most of those players you don't want to upset, so you usually sign them to deals.
And that's why players love having it.
I don't know. I mean, I would think like a player like, a Josh Allen or even Mahomes or whoever, I mean, why would they want that cheap year?
Because it forces their hand to pay the contract. Because if you don't pay the contract and you make me play the 5th year, now I get to choose where I go.
Well, you're forgetting about the franchise tag. Because that's another 2 years.
Well, the franchise tag, really, it's only 1 more year.
Unless you're Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, and they paid Kirk Cousins almost $40 million.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
Nobody else on that team was fucking making money.
That's the other thing, too. I hate that, too. I hate the franchise tag.
I think everybody hates the franchise tag.
Just get the job done. If that player is that important to your team, you'll figure it out. End of story.
Yeah, but that
is funny because it always seems like players do not want the franchise tag and are just not happy to get it.
I think the franchise tag is fucking terrible. You're going by getting the franchise tag. Players are usually, I would say the majority of the time, not all the time, but the majority of the time are going to be making less on the franchise tag than they would on a long-term deal, and they're risking getting hurt.
Yep.
I mean, like Devontae Adams. If Devontae Adams decides he's going to take, he's not sure about his future with the Packers, but the Packers franchise tag him, and he blows out his ACL week 16. Now he just, now he's missing the whole next year of what would be his contract year.
Yeah.
And so now he's going to have to go. Now he's either going to get a contract that's going to be reduced due to not having him for a year, which I think a team would do, but or they're going to risk he's just going to have a year without pay.
I mean, there is time where some players don't mind it because the franchise tag is fully guaranteed. So you're guaranteed that at least one big nut. But yeah, of course. I mean, if you sign the multi-year deal, you'll make more.
Hey, Souls, the clicking is really clipping.
My bad, bro.
Hey, Kendall
doesn't chime in for the whole discussion and just shits on Kyle. You must be part of the MMR, man.
So normally it goes.
Yes, Messi.
You have a thing you want to talk about?
Well, I'm kind of looking at the time, and I wanted to jump into Kyle's thing, which I think it will take us a little while. So if you guys are down, we could jump into that.
There's Kendall hosting again.
Sorry,
man. I would be in better spirits if I had some fucking bud.
Yeah, me too.
Congratulations.
I'm down.
You played yourself.
Well, Souls, would you like to take the reins?
We're doing a throwback draft.
No.
What?
All right, that's the end of that, folks. Have a good night.
You guys always put this on me at the last second. So we're picking players. We're doing a baseball draft in the 1990s. All right, we're picking a full lineup with DH, 3 starters, 2 relievers, and a coach. We're so used to doing the current day rosters, I thought it'd be fun to throw it back a little bit. That's it.
Okay.
What are the positions, Kyle?
Catcher first, second, third, short, left, center, right. 3 starters, 2 relievers, and a coach. You guys want to do jerseys too?
If you want.
I'm down with the jerseys.
And so the criteria is they had to have played at least 4 years in the 90s for it to count?
Yeah, they had to play at least 4 years. Because I want them to be like an actual 1990s guy, not a guy that came up in 1999 and then played through.
Right.
But like you are getting like the player they are, if that makes sense. Like for example, Mock. Yes, you picked Derek Jeter because he came out in 1996. You get the entire player. You don't just get what he got for the 4 years.
I got you.
All right. Mass, you gonna put a thing on the screen?
Do you want me to?
Yeah. It makes it a lot fucking easier.
Look how aggressive you got at it.
Do you guys want to do jerseys too or no?
Yeah.
It's deja vu.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody say anything.
Kendall said yeah.
All right, then, yeah.
It's got to be my first overall pick.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I got the jersey I wanted.
You're still an idiot.
All right, hold on.
Taking the Chargers powder blue here.
I believe you. Kyle, can I give you $100 to have the first overall pick?
We're gonna randomize it.
All right.
And do you guys think that anybody can play anywhere for the outfield? Or do you want to do strictly left, center,
Nah,
right?
put them anywhere.
But don't make it like obscure though.
So don't have a left fielder playing right field?
Like don't have like, you know, a fat guy that plays right field sometimes. Oh, also a DH.
Massey just texted us saying that he poured water all over the computer. He'll be right back.
Oh,
Is that true?
real?
No.
He said he broke something though.
Broke something. Hold on. My creme brulee.
Ken, are you gonna do a randomizer or you just gonna be gay?
No, Massey had it queued up. And
Man,
then,
Kyle, that's 2 in one night.
No, he had the thing coming up on the screen. You had the randomizer.
no, he had the randomizer.
You had the randomizer.
He was sharing a screen.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe you.
You should apologize to me.
For what? I never apologized to you.
Not good enough. I want an edible arrangement.
You know what? You'll get one.
All right.
Only peaches, though.
Like only peaches?
Yep.
Yuck.
And a stuffed teddy bear.
Sounds pretty good to me, Souls.
Yeah. I want you to send me an edible arrangement of ribs.
Well, that actually sounds better than the one I'm getting.
Yeah, I would like that, please.
I'm getting peaches and a stuffed bear. Guy's getting pork.
Yeah, pork is the life.
What?
Hi, Paul.
You guys,
Kyle, you only like pork because you eat so much carnitas now.
That's not true at all.
ooh, carnitas are good.
Kendall, what'd you... fuck!
My name is Glenn.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, what'd you break, Massey?
The computer.
He accidentally dropped this giant dong on it.
All right. Can you guys see this?
I'm not looking at it, to be honest with you. I just need to know what order I'm picking it.
Can somebody see this?
I can see it.
No, I can't.
Randomize. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Top 5.
God
Mock,
damn it.
Paul, Kendall, Mass, Souls.
God damn it.
There's your order.
All right, Mark. You're on the
All
clock.
right.
Go.
Derek Jeter.
Ken Griffey Jr. Thank you, Mark.
Well, fucking dickhead lost his draft already.
All right. I'm going to take Greg Maddux here.
Is this like a dry run, or are we doing the real thing?
Doing the real thing.
Man.
Barry Bonds.
Fuck
All right,
you, Massey.
That sounds more like it.
Fuck you, Massey.
Massey, I took Ken Griffey Jr. in my outfield, by the way.
I'm not keeping track of your guys' thing. You guys are doing your own.
Oh, I should probably start writing that down then.
I have enough to keep track of my own.
I'm taking Randy Johnson.
Dick.
And Roger Clemens.
We said 3 starting pitchers, right?
Yeah.
And 2, a reliever and a closer, right?
You could do closer or 2 relievers, however you want to do it.
Okay.
Fuck you, Massey.
Frank Thomas.
Oh, it's Fred Thomas?
It's Fred Savage.
Fred Savage Thomas.
All right. Kendall, I believe.
Yes.
Take him, Kendall. Take him.
Don't do it, Kendall.
I think...
Take Chucky Fincher.
Good name.
Thank you.
I'm going to take...
Kendall, the weight of our friendship depends on this pick.
Oh, boy. I don't want to pick the
Don't
wrong
be
thing.
bullied, Kendall.
I am going to take Pudge here.
Who the fuck is Pudge?
Ivan Rodriguez.
You never heard of Pudge Sandoval?
I have not. No.
I'm going to take Jeff Bagwell.
Long-time Red Sox.
He was. Now, it's your turn, Dick Weed.
Big-time home run hitter.
I'm going to take Mariano Rivera.
Oh,
I didn't think he was going to make it back. I didn't think he was going to make it past you twice, but...
Why don't you just take Gary Sheffield while you're at it?
No thanks.
Why? He was better than both those Yankees.
That's just not true.
Well, neither of them had interactive CD-ROM computer games molded into their baseball cards. Gary Sheffield did.
Don't care.
I'll tell you what, that CD-ROM baseball card's worth more than a Derek Jeter rookie card.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
Nice.
Who you taking there, bud?
Hold on. Let me pull it up here. Scrolling through my notes.
Going to Yankeepedia.com.
This list is not loading as fast as I would like.
Just take him, Mock. He threw a perfect game for you.
Greg Bird? Another Yankee defensively better than Jeter proven.
This guy also played for the goddamn fucking Expos.
You know, I wish this list would just say what they played.
They played baseball, man.
I'm taking Larry Walker.
All right, right fielder, Mark.
I wanted him.
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm taking the pizza delivery guy.
God damn it.
Want to say that out loud, though?
I said I'm taking the pizza delivery man.
For the people that don't know who that is?
Mike Piazza.
I got you.
I'm starting to think that you didn't.
Not one bit. Kennel's going to take Sal Fasano.
Okay. I am going to take Tom Glavine.
That's Tim Glavine.
Tony Glavine.
Hey, can I know pitchers that have been taken already?
I took Randy Johnson and Roger Clemens.
I took Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine.
Okay.
And I took a shit.
I'll take Albert Bell.
He was good, Master.
Kyle?
I'm up.
Yep.
Back to back.
Yep.
So I will take Pedro Martinez.
So who's your other pitcher?
I got Randy Johnson and Roger Clemens.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
Come on. I just want this guy to get back to me so bad.
And then I will take first baseman, Mark McGuire.
God damn it, Kyle.
Get back to me.
I'm gonna take Barry Larkin. Up next is Kendall.
Okay.
Kendall, don't you fucking do it.
Well, I think I'm good. I'm going to take Craig Biggio.
Good pick.
Thank you.
It's a tough position.
I'm just using your starting pitcher, so we're good. Thought that would get a laugh.
All right.
Who's up?
Paul.
I will be taking third baseman Chipper Jones.
You can have him. He's going to go to Shea.
That's not true at all.
I know.
He's like a top 50 player all time now.
I know he is. I'm just being a dickhead.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Hey, so do you guys think we could put anybody in a DH, or do you want to get actual DH?
You didn't say DH.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, he did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think anyone, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
All right. I want Tony Gwynn.
Good pick. Good pick. Damn. Good pick. He has a lot of tobacco in his mouth.
And I'm actually going to take my DH here and take Edgar Martinez.
God damn it.
Also good pick, Mock. Also good pick. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Mock.
All right, I have a question for my next pick.
Yeah.
We stated that as long as they played 4 years in the 90s, we get the entirety of their career.
Yeah.
I will take Nolan Ryan.
I mean, they got played like 4 decades, so you're good.
He played 1990 through 1993. So 90, 91, 92, 93. That's 4 years. Count them, rack them up, add them on the team.
fine. But you also get Robin Ventura.
That's fine.
Deal.
He was a good player.
Yeah, he was all right.
No, he was good. He sucked as a Yankee.
He was all right.
He sucked at the Red Sox.
He was a good White Sox.
Fucking amazing angel.
Kyle, fuck you for saying that you hate me.
I have never said that.
Oh, that's not
You
true.
might.
Anyways, go ahead.
It's Kendall's turn.
Yes, my apologies.
Mass, am I up next?
No, I am.
Okay, then I get the back-to-back.
Yes.
Kyle, once you get the back-to-back, you have it for the rest of the.
I forgot what pick I was.
I will take Alex Rodriguez.
You fucking piece of garbage.
Good pick, man.
Thank you.
Better than Jeter defensively.
Better hairline, too.
In prime.
Zone.
Did Randy Johnson get claimed?
Yep.
Yeah. You're my first. Yup.
He's Kyle's DH.
You won't say Roger Clemens. I have all three of them.
I guess Kurt Schilling.
All right, I'm taking.
So don't sound too defeated about it.
I'm taking my right fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Just out of the gate, you're going to put a left fielder in right field.
Was it left? You're right.
I mean, it doesn't matter because we said they could play wherever. It's just funny.
No. You're right, dude. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't put left, center, and right. I just put outfield.
Yeah, me too.
But thank you, Mark, because that helped me out. I'm taking Sammy Sosa.
White or black?
Black.
I was going for the juice team.
Dude, it's all 90's team. It don't matter. And don't tell me that Manny Ramirez was fucking fantastic in his prime. Before steroids.
We don't know if it was before.
Oh, dude, he was a twig with the Indians. And fuck it, who cares? Isn't the steroid? Hey, Mark, did you see what happened?
What's that?
They can't catch anybody for steroids this year.
No, that's not true. It's just
Yes,
the
it
thing.
is.
No, the
It
thing
expired.
expired.
So they
That doesn't
can't
mean
test.
it won't be there. They can
can't
still
test. They can't suspend anybody for taking steroids.
Kyle. It expired because the lockout happened. It can be
They can't-
reinstated.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
People are gonna stay healthy.
They're cracking down on pitchers using pine tar, but steroids are just going to be allowed.
Hey, as long as they stay healthy, I don't have to give a shit.
At this point, they just need people on the fucking field. Let them juice.
No.
Fuck, forgot about
Yes,
that guy.
yes.
That guy's in jail for the rest of his life.
Mike Scott.
His name is Jurgis Urbina.
But like, in all seriousness, how is Mike Scott not in jail?
I have no idea. I agree with you.
It blows my mind that he's not in fucking jail.
I don't know who that is.
So he's a basketball player who got caught with a lot of weed before it was legal.
Yeah, like over 400 pounds.
It's an adverse glaucoma.
Kendall, can I give you a hint?
Whose turn is it?
Mine. I've just been waiting for you guys to finish talking.
Oh, take your guys,
We're
dude.
waiting for you.
What the fuck?
Paul Molitor.
Paul
Molitor?
Molitor?
Yeah.
Wait, a glass of Paul
Molitor.
Molitor.
Paul Molitor.
That wasn't funny, Kendall. Not even like a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was a calculated risk. I lost.
Yeah, that was like if that joke was a meat product, it would come in a yellow Tupperware container.
Who's up next?
I believe it's me.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Paul, you know what was funny in this game? when I got introduced to the alligator ones, because for a while I was like, well, at least I'm safe in the water.
Yeah. Don't worry. You're not. Once you figure out how to deal with them, you still won't be safe in the water.
Okay, I am going to take Trevor Hoffman.
Oh man, Massey, I can't see your thing. Massey, are you still sharing that thing?
What, the list?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You're up next.
You're not keeping track of it anymore?
I am.
Can I see it?
No.
I just need to see if somebody was taken.
I don't have the list of who's taken. I have the list of the order.
All right, I'll just say the name, and if he was taken, he was taken. I'm going to take Ricky Henderson.
Not taken.
Is it a bad pick?
Not bad.
I don't think so. All right. Hold on. Oh, boy.
I need some speed for all this power.
Kendall should take his boy.
I tell you what, so far I don't think there's a ball staying in the ballpark.
I feel you with that.
Hmm?
I feel you with that.
I know it's my pick. I'm just looking something up.
Just take Warren Spain and Tris Speaker.
Damn it. All right, so I'm taking Paul O'Neill.
Come on, take him, Mark. Take him. Take him.
Now I got to start digging. He's gone. He's gone.
I knew that he didn't play at that time, but I was really hoping he was still going to be there. You know how you just hope someone's there?
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
Can we do one of these one time, just you and me during a secret hangout?
Taking Fred McGriff.
Like the
Yeah,
card
we can.
one?
Kyle?
That's right, Mass.
Yeah, I'm
Can
down.
we have a secret hangout and do one of these for like the 60s?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kendall.
So I want to take Eddie Matthews.
Hey, so fuck you, Paul.
I knew that would get something out of you. Who was just picked? I'm sorry, I was being an asshole.
Fred McGriff.
The dog against drugs?
I made that joke already.
Yeah, but it was funnier when I said it.
Probably.
All right. Let's see. All right, it's my turn?
Yes.
What do I need? I'm going to take... I'm going to take Roberto Alomar.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
I could wait another round.
There's a guy that Kyle should take.
It's tough, Kyle, because I really when we do baseball stuff, I try to save one guy that I know you'll want that I also want, but when we do stuff like this, like the 90s, I have no fucking clue who you're sitting on.
I'm sitting on one more guy. If he gets taken, I'm gonna be pissed. Because this guy was insane.
Did he play for the Texas Rangers?
No. But that guy was also on my radar.
He's on your radar?
Kind of. I'm not going to take him with the next two picks, but you'll probably take him. And you should.
I don't know. Because if I take him, I'm going to take him as a DH.
Yeah, me too.
I already filled that position.
Me too.
I'm sorry, is it my turn?
Yeah, pay attention, man.
Okay. I'm gonna take John Smoltz.
Thank God. Dude, Kendall's the only guy I thought that would take these two guys.
It was just so funny how you were just like, thank God.
Who's up?
I know, Kyle. Have the complete Atlanta Braves 90s starting rotation.
Okay, we got one more guy to finish that team. Please let these two guys fall to me. Mass, if you pick him, I'm going to kick your ass. With love.
Well, at least it was with love.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll wait for Matthew to pick. I don't want to accidentally give it away.
Ivan Rodriguez.
Already picked, dude.
He was
already taken.
Was he? No.
You specifically asked who Pudge was, and we told you.
Oh.
Massey, take Rob Nen.
No.
Take Gary Sheffield.
No.
Only because you told me to, Kyle. Is that person worth taking?
Yeah. Big
Who is
time.
it?
Mom.
Rob
Massey.
What?
Take Gary Sheffield, then go tell Ashley that you drafted Gary Sheffield in the baseball draft, and then she'll probably call you Nick Jonas tonight.
Ugh.
Ooh. Massey, go do that.
It's better than me called Joe Jonas.
I'd rather have Sophie Turner.
Nick Jonas is his own tequila that's average.
Come on.
Kyle, what was the name?
Rob Nen.
Sure.
Yes! I am taking the best shortstop out of this class. Cal Ripken Jr. And I will be taking center fielder Kirby Puckett.
Classic.
God fucking damn it, Kyle.
Dude, Kirby Puckett is a fucking monster. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I know. Guy had an awesome video game franchise too.
And this opens up the window for Mike Mock.
Mock, take him. Take him.
Hey, excuse me, it's still my pick.
It's not. Mock
That's
has
it.
four.
I was gonna say I didn't think it was my pick.
No, I
This
wasn't.
is 4 fucking picks away.
I wasn't saying his pick. I'm just saying it's opened up an opportunity
Yeah,
for him
but
to take
Kendall,
this
you're
guy.
the one. You put that into motion, and it was fucking ridiculous.
Posada.
Why did you do that?
Posada.
Yeah.
Gross.
Not a good
gross. Yuck.
There was a lot of good guys on that board. For catchers. But, Massey, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle.
I love you.
Love you too, bud.
But I'm talking about like just 90s guys. He was good in the early 2000s.
We get their whole career.
Yeah.
I know.
Paul is Nolan Ryan.
He threw a couple no-nos at that point. Tell me I'm wrong.
Bitch.
I'm saying he got Nolan Ryan when he was like 85 years old.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're right.
I'd rather have 44-year-old Tom Brady than fucking 18-year-old Justin Fields.
No, I understand, but I'm saying you got the whole career. That's why you have like.
I get it. I get it. But there's a couple guys on here that are like Hall of Famers.
I would go as far to say as I'd rather have 44-year-old Tom Brady for one season than Justin Fields or Daniel Jones' whole career.
Except Mike Lieberthal. Do not pick him. He was trash. I know from experience. Mock.
Whose turn is it, Kendall's?
Mock, you have one guy that if you pick him, I will love you.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
All right, can we stop talking about Mock and just fucking stay on track? I don't even know whose pick it is anymore.
This guy's my favorite Yankee of all time.
Kyle, I'm going to slap you in the face.
All right.
Whose turn is it?
I'll
Kendall's.
take John Olerud here.
Gross. Guy wore a fucking helmet.
It jogged my memory. We were talking about it before.
So I feel like this guy had to have been taken, but I don't remember his name being said. So I'm just going to say it. Pedro Martinez?
I took him.
Yeah, he was taken.
Okay, I never heard his name said. I was like, so I'm sitting here, I'm like,
I did the same thing.
Yeah, but you specifically asked who Pudge was.
I did.
All right. I need to regroup. Give me 1 second.
One.
Just off a little bit because I have made a master list. I'm looking at some team needs. I thought Pedro was there, so I was like, "Oh, okay, he's a steal." All right, was Mike Mussina taken?
He was not.
I'm taking Mike Mussina.
Bummer.
He was filthy.
He was a good player.
He was filthy.
I said bummer.
When Yankees signed him, yeah, he had a great run with them, but in Baltimore, he was absolutely filthy.
All right. I am taking Wade Boggs.
Ah, bad.
Fuck.
Come on, Mark. Take my favorite Yankee.
I'm surprised Kendall let that one slip.
I waited too long.
Man, I should probably find a pitcher, huh?
Fine. Mark, take my favorite Yankee.
I don't know who it is, Kyle.
I want to take
Kyle, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is your favorite Yankee, is it somebody that you use to unlock your door?
No. My favorite Yankee has a very nice singing voice.
Why do we keep cycling back to Greg Bird?
Man,
All right.
this beer done number on me.
So I'm just going off the list I'm going off of here. I'm going to take Hideo Nomo.
Who?
He was good for a while. He was good for a couple of years.
Kyle, he was a starter, right?
Yes. He had the most iconic delivery of all
I
time.
remember because I remember the name. He had a pretty crazy windup.
Look that up real quick.
You definitely seen the delivery.
Fucking phone keeps vibrating. I know the Bulls lost. Get over it.
Hideo Nomo windup. Here we go.
Oh, Kyle, looks like Ben Simmons is definitely not getting traded.
Whatever. I would love for him to stay, but it won't happen.
No, I just he's not getting traded now. He's going to get traded.
Oh, I know. As long as the Sixers make a move or something. We can't have our best bench player be Gorgeous Niang.
This just goes to show that it is, yes, your turn. This just goes to show that I don't watch a whole lot of baseball because there's nothing super weird about his windup.
I'm going to take Ozzie Smith.
Are you fucking kidding?
Who are you taking, Paul?
Ozzie Smith. Tell you what, Kyle, left side of my infield's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a couple of more.
Honus Wagner's available. He came back for 4 years in the 90s.
I need a second baseman, third baseman, catcher, and DH. My DH might not be a good DH, but he's there, so I'm just going to take him.
All right, Kendall, you're up.
Okay. I will take
my balls.
Dante Bichette.
Ew.
Although I don't know where I'm going to play him.
You DH him. He plays third base, too, kind of.
I'm going to probably DH him, I guess.
Man, my DH might still be there.
I'm going to take Ryan Sandberg.
Man, I hope this guy is still there when it gets back to me. Fuck, I meant to take it this round.
Matt, see, that was a very, very good pick.
Thank you.
Who did he pick?
Ryan Sandberg.
Nice. It's Andy's dad, right?
Yes. Hall of Fame second baseman.
Oh man, I hope this guy's still there. Fuck.
Hey, Kendall.
Yes.
You know who the best Mets player of the 90s was?
Todd Zeal.
No. Edgardo Alfonso.
What, statistically?
Yeah, and I fucking love that guy.
Kyle, you're up again, back to back.
Oh, I'm up. Should I go double closer here, or should I go? All right, DH I'm going Rafael Palmeiro.
Third
And
baseman, I'm gonna take George.
You're not up, dude. You're not up.
I am though, Kyle.
I had back
I
to
said
back.
he had back to back.
Didn't he just say he was taking one of whoever the Mets guy was?
No, I didn't take him.
Oh,
I'm taking Billy Wagner.
okay. Now I'm taking George Brett. That takes it to Kendall.
Okay.
Don't do it, man. I'm gonna uninvite you to my birthday party.
I don't think you have interest in this guy. I don't think. I'm gonna take my boy Gary Sheffield. It's my favorite batting stance of all time.
I'm gonna take closer Goose Gossage.
And I'm struggling now on pitchers.
Just Google best pitchers of the 90s.
Kind of what I did. Oh, you know what? Give me Andy Pettit.
Oh, steroids.
Yeah, but then he just kind of said he did and came back.
Oh, that's okay.
No, he still, cheated, but he was just like, yeah, sorry.
Even though he did it for the right reasons.
Well, I
There's
mean,
no right reason. It's a banned substance.
No,
well,
dude, the guy fucking.
the Houston Astros apologized for cheating.
No, they didn't. They still said they didn't do it.
No, there were players that came out and said that they apologized for it.
Oh, man. Kendall, Bobby Bonilla is still on the board.
I was taking that the entire fucking draft.
Is it my turn, or do you still have another pick?
Still got one more.
Kendall, you know who else is still on the board?
Who?
David Justice.
He was good for a while.
Hey, Souls, did you go double closer for your relief pitcher?
No, I thought about it, though. I'm going to if the guy gets back to me.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
It's two relievers.
All right.
Ken, are you thinking of the same guy I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I don't want to say it.
That guy's been picked. That guy's been picked.
Did the guy play for the Angels, Kendall?
All right, David Cone.
That's who I thought you were going to pick a long time ago.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to wrap up my outfield with Kenny Lofton.
Yeah, I was going to pick him a long time ago.
Yep. I looked at him a bunch of times and then realized I already had those spots filled.
Kendall.
Okay.
Kendall picks Omar Dahl and Sean Green.
See, I don't particularly like this player, but I kind of want to pick him just because he's been around so long and went unselected.
Go ahead.
No, I don't really like him.
I don't have to like him.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Man, I sneezed all over this fucking thing.
I really tickled Mock.
It's just classic Souls.
It's my house, dude.
All right, I'm gonna take Luis Gonzalez.
Fuck him.
I'm not gonna hate him because he beat the Yankees. On a fucking blooper.
Hey,
It's not like
Paul,
Mariano made a bad pitch.
Paul, you want to know something funny? My brother just sent me a reel on Instagram of that Jenna Fisher scene that we love so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and take Larry Walker.
Already taken.
I saw this
17 rounds ago.
I saw this thing that said maturity is or growing up is moving on from Jenna Fisher to Angela Kinsey as your favorite in The Office.
Tony Gwynn.
Gone.
Taken.
Already taken.
Stop trying to
Guerrero?
take me, guys. Who?
Guerrero.
Vlad,
is
he's
not
available.
taken.
Cool. I'll take Vlad.
Am I up?
You are up back to back.
Yeah.
You guys gonna fight me on this, but third baseman Jim Tomey.
Why?
Kendall, fight him.
Come here, Souls.
Can't fight me on it. And coach is Joe Torre.
Nice.
That's well.
Kevin Brown. No objections. All right, I'll take it.
It's good. For like 5 years.
Take it.
Nobody else knows who that is, so
Okay.
Who's up?
Kendall.
All right, I'm just gonna take the scrub. Gonna take Bernie Williams.
yeah, that's my favorite
Good
Yankee
pick.
of all time.
Good pick. Bernie Williams is awesome. Kyle, when you wanted me to take him, I already had all my spots filled.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Man, there's still 32 people playing Madden 18 online. Try and play him. Oh man, 32 people playing and 0 searching. Oh,
Paul, you're up.
I'm pretty sure this guy was taken, but it's hard for me to remember everybody. So I thought Massey was writing them all down. Edgar Martinez was taken, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, so I'm gonna go with. I'll take Tony La Russa.
Good pick. Forgot I was up
Granted,
next.
He didn't really do anything at all in the 90s, but
You get yourself a career.
that guy's won the pennant 6 times.
Yeah, back to back, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. This is loading. Scroll to the bottom. I will take John Franco.
Gross.
And for my coach, I will take Bobby Cox.
Good pick.
I'm going to take Trevor Hoffman.
I have him.
Kendall, you're a fucking piece of shit. You know, you don't fucking talk the whole podcast and you just chime in every time. Oh, I'm better than you. I'm the host of this show. Go fuck yourself.
I'm better than you.
He says it all the time to me.
He texts it like at least 4 times a day.
He calls me to tell me it.
Can't help myself.
Who's up? Me?
No, it's me. Thinking.
Man, I don't know what that was, but I did not.
Yeah, that was great.
Man, I'm so torn. So I'm so torn between like 5 players, and I can't figure out who I want to take. So I'm just going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks jerseys.
What's that?
I don't know. Like, did Paul cut out for everybody?
No, he took the Arizona Diamondbacks jerseys.
Oh, fuck! I forgot about jerseys.
I couldn't think of who I wanted to take, so I just took the Arizona Diamondbacks jerseys.
Good pick.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're the best in baseball from the 90s. I think there's only one other one that really comes close. In my opinion, but it's my opinion. No one cares about my opinion, especially not Kendall.
I care. I care a great deal. In fact, I think that is the best jersey.
Yeah. Don't suck up now, okay?
No.
Have an original thought.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're letting Rebecca pick for you.
Ooh. I will take Scott Rowland.
Is it my turn?
Nope. Terry Francona.
Dude, he was a shitty Phillies manager.
You could, yeah, that was insert name here, though.
I'm up.
Yep. Back-to-backs.
Troy Percival. And Jason Kendall.
Angels jerseys from the 90s. Kendall, I believe that's to you.
I am going to take Derek Lowe.
Bro.
My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wheatland was taken, right?
No.
John Wheatland wasn't taken?
I haven't heard the name.
No, he wasn't.
All right, I'm taking John Wheatland.
I didn't know about him until tonight.
I actually knew about him. He had a shorter career I mean, it was still 11 years, but compared to other people, he was pretty good, though.
All right. So my second baseman is going to be Jeff Kent. Now, see what we get here. Scroll down. Was Darren Dalton taken?
Nope.
All right, maybe I want him. I don't know yet. Yeah, we'll take Darren Dalton.
What team did he play for?
He's a Philly.
That's right, baby.
They only have had one decent guy in that time frame, right?
Oh, they went to the World Series, bitch.
Did what?
They lost, but they went to the World Series.
Really Garoppolo'd it?
No, they just weren't that good.
So
they were the Eagles.
I don't understand, but Paul, your pick.
McNabb's Eagles weren't that good.
Oh.
I'm gonna take. Was Kevin Appier taken?
No.
I'm gonna take Kevin Appier.
Kendall.
Reds jerseys.
I will be taking the Rockies jerseys with the mountains.
You mean the ones they still wear today?
No, the original ones was the big mountain.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. You dick.
Tom Levine?
No, I have him.
Oh.
Tom Levine.
See, Kendall just chimes in to tell you that your hopes and dreams are useless.
I like the name call, though.
Dave Stieb?
Is Tom Levine here?
Is Zach Levine available?
Dave Stieb? What do I say his last name? Stieb.
Not taken, I believe.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, well,
Oh man, this guy just
pretty slim right
this guy that I was going to take was just missed the cusp by a year. He only played 3 years in the 90s.
Who was it?
David Ortiz.
I looked at him a long time ago.
Am I supposed to fucking know that, Massey?
Yes.
Do I look like the fucking dog licking peanut butter off your balls under the table? No, I don't. Dick.
Yeah, well.
Fucking dick.
Yeah, well.
You go kiss Mock.
Nah.
He likes that stuff.
Who does? Me or Mock?
Mock likes to be kissed by his best friends. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
Whose pick is it?
Miles back-to-backs.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep. Well.
Oh, no way. Did this guy really play? No fucking way.
I'm going to take Brett Boone.
And Aaron Boone.
Way better brother.
Aaron Boone was bad.
And my last pick. The Florida Marlin jerseys picked?
It was not.
The Florida Marlin.
You can't have the teal ones, though.
That's what I want.
You can't have it.
Yes, I can.
You can't wear teal in Connecticut. It's against law.
My team is all set.
Last pick is, for me, is Chuck Finley.
Okay. My manager is going to be Bruce Bochy.
My DH is going to be Harold Baines.
All right. Rounding this thing out, my jerseys are going to be Seattle Mariners.
All right.
So Kyle, you want to be the judge, Kyle?
Yeah, who's going to judge mine?
Kendall.
No, let me judge it.
No, you don't like half them guys.
That's why
Yeah,
you should.
that's why it could be pretty funny.
He doesn't know any of the guys.
That's why you should let me judge it. It'll be funny.
Whatever, I don't care.
Perfect. I'll go
Mark,
first.
go first.
Mark will go
All
first
right.
in that case.
Here we go. Going from third to first here. Wade Boggs, Derek Jeter, Jeff Kent, Fred McGriff. Catcher is Darren Dalton. My outfield, Larry.
Statistically, that infield bad defensively. If you really look at the in-depth analytics.
Yeah, okay. Outfield, Larry Walker, Tony Gwynn, Paul O'Neill. DH, Edgar Martinez. Starting pitchers, Hideo Nomo, Andy Pettit, David Cohn. Then I have Mariano Rivera and John Franco. Coach, Bobby Cox. Jerseys, Seattle Mariners.
All right, who is playing center field out of those three?
Well, listen, that was not part of the.
I get it, but you're putting the team together.
Well, no, you said outfielders are outfielders, and it's Tony Gwynn.
He said anybody could play anywhere. You still have to assign somebody somewhere.
Listen, Tony Gwynn getting the center field assignment.
Man, that guy's overweight.
Yeah, he was a big he was a big boy.
I am going to give you a 82.3
out of 84. Awesome.
I love your offense. Your defense is definitely not good. And it started in the rotation, pretty trash.
Well, that's not true.
Nomo was only good for like 3 or 4 years.
He had a no-hitter.
Yeah. So did Armando Galarraga.
No, he didn't.
Well, you're right. So did Kevin Millwood.
Yep.
All right. So did Philip Humber.
I watched that game live.
All right.
Who's
Massey?
up?
Well, hold on. Is somebody going to write down mock score so we actually know who's winning?
What was mock score?
82.4.
Okay. Who's up next? Me?
Yeah.
All right. Catcher, I have Posada. First base, I have Frank Thomas. Second base, Ryan Sandberg. Third base, George Brett. Shortstop, Barry Larkin. Outfield, Barry Bonds, Albert Bell, and Vlad Guerrero. Pitchers are Kurt Schilling, Kevin Brown, and Dave Stieb. It's
Flavin.
Got it. Relievers are Rob Nett and Chuck Finley. DH is Paul Molitor. Leader, I don't fucking know. Coach is Terry Francona, and the jerseys are the Angels.
Man, I really hope that it's like pudgy Barry Bonds in the outfield, so him and Vlad are out there together. Just two guys running a fucking 940.
Who is your center fielder?
Bell.
The other outfielder.
Albert Bell, huh?
Massey, your outfield is going to hit so many home runs and be such a liability.
You have a lot of Hall of Famers on your team, which I like a lot. I don't know who Stife is. Maybe I'm just an asshole, but I don't
Dave
know.
Stieb?
Yeah.
He was a pitcher for the Blue Jays.
Wikipedia.
White Sox and the Blue Jays again. 7-time All-Star. It was the ERA leader in 85. Pitched in
yeah, Massey has his hat hanging up in the office.
And he's a Hall of Fame.
He is a Hall of Fame?
No, he's just a Hall of Fame. Like
he's the building.
Your offense is going to score 10-plus runs. You're going to give up a
gonna
lot
give
of
up
runs.
11. Your outfield isn't going to be able to field a ground ball.
I give you an 87.6.
Okay.
Matt, Paul.
All right, I got Piazza behind the plate. Right to left on the infield, I got Bagwell, Alomar, Chipper Jones at third, Ozzie Smith at short, Ken Griffey Jr., Ricky Henderson, and Kenny Lofton in the outfield. Harold Baines DHing. Nolan Ryan, Mike Mussina, and Kevin Appier starting with John Wheatland and Goose Gossage relief pitching, Tony La Russa as the manager, and then the Arizona Diamondbacks uniforms.
All right. So you want the positives or the negatives?
Both.
Thanks. Negatives. I do not like your rotation very much.
You mean the guy that you said had nasty stuff, and then the other guy who's like regarded as one of the best pitchers of all time?
Yeah. We put in there when everybody else was like 82.
Did you get Paul Green yet?
No, not yet. I love your lineup. It's the most balanced lineup out of everybody's. You actually have speed, power, contact,
and all my outfielders can play defense.
Yeah.
And any defensive position. Ask me who my center fielder is.
Who's your center fielder?
It's Kenny Lofton. It's Kenny Lofton.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't matter.
But it's Kenny Lofton.
But it doesn't matter. Is the point?
I give you a 91.4.
91.4.
Yeah, fuck Kevin Appier. I hate him.
I like it. So okay, so I get Knox because you don't like Kevin Appier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny. I would back you up here, Paul. But this is how every one of Kyle's drafts go.
Because you said Mike Mussina has nasty stuff, and Nolan Ryan is just
I am drunk, dude. All right.
He's got He's got 24 no-hitters.
I get it.
I think Nolan Ryan has more no-hitters than Aaron Nola has wins.
Yeah, Aaron Nola hasn't played half the years. You're 91, all right? You're in the lead. Kendall, go ahead.
Okay. My catcher is Ivan Rodriguez. First base, John Olerud. Pudge Rodriguez.
No, Massey drafted him. I heard it.
Second base is Craig Biggio. Third base, Scott
First
Rowland.
baseman. Who's first baseman?
John Olerud. Shortstop, Alex Rodriguez. My outfield, center field will be Bernie Williams.
Who's your third baseman?
Scott Rowland.
Okay.
Bernie Williams, Luis Gonzalez, Gary Sheffield for the outfield. Dante Bichette for DH. My starters are Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and John Smoltz. My reliever is Derek Lowe.
Jesus Christ.
My closer is Trevor Hoffman. My manager is Bruce Bochy, and I have the 90's Rockies.
What the hell is going on?
So, all right. Kendall, you want the negatives first or the positives first?
Let's take the negatives.
Negative. Your bullpen's trash. You also picked an all-Atlanta rotation.
I am aware.
And personally, I like Smoltz better out of the bullpen than I do out of the rotation.
Okay.
That's personally.
Right. That's fine.
I do love your lineup. Can you repeat your third baseman for me?
Scott Rowland.
All right.
No, he said Todd Frazier.
He's a douchebag. All right. Because how he fucked over the Phillies. But I don't know. Olerud, very, very solid defensive first baseman. But he doesn't bring the bat that I want as a first baseman. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I follow.
He's not a power hitting first baseman. I give you a 90.8.
All right.
All right, and then Kyle, do you want to read your team to Kendall?
Kendall, you ready?
I'm ready.
Catcher, Jason Kendall. First base, Mark McGuire. Second base, Brett Boone. Shortstop, Cal Ripken. Third base, Jim Thome. Right field, Sammy Sosa. Center field, Kirby Puckett. Left field, Manny Ramirez. DH.
Do you have a DH?
I don't know what that noise is.
I say, does everyone hear that?
Yeah, what is going on?
Who's vacuuming?
I don't hear anything.
So it's massive.
It might be.
Yeah, it sounded like the fire truck was driving through your house.
Massey, I think it's when your computer fan turns on.
All right.
DH is Rafael Palmeiro. My rotation is Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens, and Pedro Martinez. My relievers are Billy Wagner and Troy Percival. My coach is Joe Torre. And my jersey are the Florida Marlins.
Okay, very solid lineup. A lot of pop there. Also, your rotation is pretty, filthy through and through.
What was your grade?
I was surprised by the Jason Kendall pick. Was it just like your best catcher available, or is that someone you really feel?
Out of all the catches there, he was the best catcher.
Okay.
Do you want some help, Kendall? Too. His lineup can't hit the 12-6 curve.
That's true. You got a lot of fastball hitters. But all in all, a pretty formidable team. It's kind of like the team you'd see in.
Timeout, Mike Mock.
Yeah.
You ready for this draft-winning score? Kendall's going to give Kyle to stroke his ego.
No.
He was 70.
Nope. Souls, you're going to get a 91.2.
What were the negatives?
Though you think Jason Kendall best available, I think that's definitely a weak spot behind the plate. And
name a better catcher.
Well, I don't remember the order at the time.
But it doesn't matter if you can name a better catcher. You still have the worst catcher of the group.
I don't think so, but it's all right.
But I mean, the pitching is outstanding, and you got a team that can hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Pedro Martinez had a short window.
And Kyle, I could give you that. I was pretty fair. You just told me that Scott Rowland was a douchebag, and that was your reasoning.
Yeah, and you also said that Nolan Ryan sucked.
Never said that.
You said my rotation wasn't good.
All right.
Wrong pipe.
So, Massey, who wins?
What was Kendall's score?
91.2 for for Kyle.
No. What was Kendall's score?
I don't know. Kendall gave it 90.8, I think.
I think so.
First place, Paul, 91.4. Soul second, 91.2. Kendall third, 90.8. Me fourth at 7.6. Mock last, 82.4.
See, Kyle, that's a good lesson into just not being Philly biased, and you probably would have got the win. You saying Kendall's team sucked because of the Phillies cost you 0.3 points.
I'm cool with it.
But no, you're not.
I'm the best coach out of all of you.
No, you don't.
That's not true.
So Joe Torre not the best coach?
Joe Torre was very good. I like him.
He
I also forgot you had him.
That's what I thought.
And that's what makes him not good anymore in Mock's eyes.
But Bobby Cox was very good.
So is Tony La Russa. Did everybody write their teams down as they did them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can everybody before you go to bed tonight? Can you just send me a picture of your team, please? And thank you.
Thank you.
Beer reviews. Souls. How was the Mega Juice?
It was amazing. It doesn't taste very hoppy, or it doesn't taste very strong. It's one of those beers. It's one of those beers that really kick you in the ass. Because I'm feeling the repercussions of it right now. I'm on my fourth.
3 sips.
I'm on my fourth one.
Jesus, you drink 4 10% beers?
Yeah.
And you're about to make a Brazzers video.
I'd start eating more of those animal
They're
crackers.
so good.
You better get in the kitchen and start pounding those chorizos.
Like the hoppiness of there's nothing. There's no hoppiness to it.
Man, I bet you Two Roads loves your description.
I don't give a fuck what they say.
Man, I love this beer. It doesn't taste like hop. It doesn't taste like juice.
It just goes down so smooth.
Is it better than Too Juicy?
Oh, dude, it's not even close.
Like,
it's better
good or
than
bad?
Too Juicy.
Better than Too Juicy.
Wow. Is it better than?
Yes, it's the number one in my college book.
Yeah. Always breaking
Kendall,
history.
your prediction. Kendall, your prediction came right.
Yep.
And it only took less than 3 months.
It only took 5 weeks. Massey, how was your whatever water?
Pretty good. Refreshing. Yeah.
Nice. Mark, how was your pills?
Very good. I do enjoy, the Czech style Pilsner beer. This beer is very, very good. See, this is like an activity beer.
I told you you'd like it.
Yeah.
Kendall, how are your Trulies?
The fruit punch would be, I could make the same thing if I took a high C and a plain seltzer. The taste would be almost the same. And I had the passion fruit Truly, and it would be like if you had that high C and you had some seltzer and you mixed it together, and it was the same. 5% alcohol by volume. If you like it, great, happy for you. I drank it because it was free.
Cheap fuck.
I had the 2021 Bourbon County. It was actually like pretty light tasting, not as thick and like molasses consistency as previous years. So therefore, because of the lightness, the booze content felt lower than usual. What's this bad boy coming in that bottled? Oh man, I can't read this because it's
85.
They do it in white, right? I'd be dead. It's only 14%, so it's definitely on the lower end of bourbon counties in the years past. Definitely, you definitely kind of got like the mild, not sweet, but like the notes of the sweet with like the brown sugar and the toffee flavors, and it wasn't as heavy on the oak. I'm kind of curious to see what this is going to be like in a few years, because usually the bolder flavors like the oak and the like the rich vanilla and like the more like coffee flavors, like those types of things kind of dissipate and you kind of pull like a little bit more of the sweetness out. So because this one was kind of a little bit more sweeter already after pretty much just being bottled, I'm kind of curious to see where it's going to go in a couple of years' time. But we'll find out when I'm part of 3 Bears, 1 Cave, and you guys are still here. Kendall.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Could you please ask Mock where they could find us on socials?
Mock, where could you find us on social media?
This guy is always trying to host.
Damn.
Find us on Facebook at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter and Instagram is at GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's, mispronouncing whatever name Massey was mispronouncing, or hearing a Hoover vacuum cleaner in your background.
Like, subscribe, comment on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podbean, and Spotify.
Wherever you find internet and radio podcasts, you find Getting Sports with Drunk. You can also find Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN network with these other great shows.
The Peter Pino Show, Wednesdays at 7:30. Koyorama, Sundays at 2. Friday Night Delight, Fridays at 5. Getting Sports with Drunk, Mondays at 8. The Gray Area with Aaron Kinner, Tuesdays at 8. Hell Effin' Yeah, live Tuesdays at 2, pre-recorded at noon. It's The Boo Show, Thursdays at 7, and every other Saturday is Mixtape Saturday. Stay tuned for the upcoming lineups.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Getting Sports with Drunk. We'll see you guys live in 2 weeks' time, where we'll figure out what we're doing, what we got going on. We got some big things happening in 2022 for Getting Sports with Drunk, including our big off-season simulator show for the NFL, which is going to be happening early March. Hope you boys are starting to do some homework for that. It's a big show, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good stuff happening. Closing remarks? Anything? Anybody?
Go Rams.
Right.
Yeah.
Mock?
That's it. OBJ,
Kendall?
baby.
Souls, drink some water.
Kyle?
He's dead. Please leave a message.
Yeah, Kyle might be done.
And he will fall asleep in that chair, but until then, I'm your host of Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Yep.
He's fuck Massey. I'm
Chris Massey.
Hey! And I am the Rat over Red Baron.
Yeah.